Hello, hello, hello. What's all this then? I'm doing well, mate. Doing better than my friends in the beautiful country of England. G'day, Sea Minerals. Shovel Guy. It's time to paint the Shovel Guy. Yes, we are giving the Redgrass wet pallets a really solid working over before we make a final determination on its viability as a painting tool. So today we're trying the Redgrass wet palette sponge and the normal baking paper that I use, the traditional baking paper, to see if there's any differences. And then I will try the special other paper stuff next time. I don't know what it's called. Special paper. And hello to you, Alex. Haha, Nick and Jags. What's going on? Party Monday. Yes, I have many friends from both Italy and from England, and yes, unfortunately, the main thing popping up on my social media feeds this morning was "It's coming Rome." Sea Minerals, it's nearly 7 p.m. for me, mate. So. Beautiful Monday evening for me. It's coming rain. Cracks me up. Classic stuff. Great puns. But yeah, in terms of sports, actually the only really exciting thing for Australians at the moment is Ash Barty won Wimbledon, so good on her. Fucking legend. Oops. She was a really gun tennis player as a young player, like 16, 17. She was the next big thing in Australian tennis, and she just got jack of it, and she ended up going to play cricket in the women's BBL, and she was actually a pretty solid cricket player. She cracked a solid 65 or something off 38 balls. That was only a really score of note, but yeah, she was a solid player. But yeah, she ended up coming back to tennis. Shovel Guy. I do like Shovel Guy. Could be my favourite model in the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, she's a legend. Good on her. G'day, TJ. Alright, what are we going to do with this guy? Haven't even thought about him yet. We've got some flappy robes, and then we got some skin, and we got shovel bit. So the shovel bit's going to be in wood, obviously. Shovel wood. This bit's bones, is it? Yeah, it looks like bones. Okay, cool. Alright, well, let's try, maybe we want a mid-tone. Middle stone. Yeah, let's go a greener colour, actually. Olive green. Yes. Excellent. Just got to get comfortable, get settled in, do some painting. So we're down to, this will be the 8th model left. So after this I'll only have 7 figures left in my Curse City. Today also marks the 2-week anniversary of starting painting it. I took a good photo of them today too. Well, a reasonable photo. Flickstar, my man. What can I sing for you, you magnificent human being? Great stuff. Ah, magnificent. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. With a vision softly creeping, left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless streets I walk alone, narrow streets of cobbled stone, beneath the halo of a street lamp. I turn my collar to the cold and damp. Within the sounds of silence. Boom, 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 boom. Who's to say I don't know? I feel bad for the Poms. I truly do, because for the first time in probably a long time, they've actually got a pretty likeable side. So, yeah. Thank you, Flick. Yeah. Penalty shootout. Shut the gate. Let me tell you that I absolutely understand the feeling of just daring to allow yourself to hope. Just giving yourself the tiniest of belief that it might actually happen. And it makes it, like, I can cop losing when I think, oh yeah, we're going to get smashed. Because then if you don't lose when you're feeling that way, it's like, oh, this is awesome. But when you do lose, it's like, yeah, okay. But it's when you're like, maybe this is the time. Maybe. Just this once. And then they lose it at the fucking last gasp. That is punishing. Absolutely punishing. I didn't watch the fight yesterday. No, whose fight was that? Oh, you mean McGregor? Sorry, McGregor versus. No, I got invited to go to one, but decided to stay home and paint toy soldiers. Did Poirier win? Should say. Oh, ooh. Oh, bleh. Nope. Nope. I'm good. Ooh. Never broken an ankle, but I've rolled one pretty badly. Not going to enjoy that. Not going to enjoy that. So we had a good night then. Cheers to all. So my early verdict on the red grass wet palette, it's quite good. I don't want to go too crazy just yet, because I haven't tested it in enough conditions and for a long enough period of time. But I think there's two things about it so far that I really like, and the first is this neutral coloured sponge. It gives you a much, g'day Arnolan, how are you mate? It gives you a much better representation of the colour that it's going to look like when it's out on the model. Previously I had a blue or a pink sponge, and it would tint the colours a little bit more towards warm or cold, almost unintentionally. I'm good mate, I'm on holidays for another glorious week. Another beautiful week of relaxing, painting toy soldiers, spending time with my dog. I had a very funny moment, funny thing happened today. It's funny but also a bit depressing, so I'll share that with you all. My mate Koki came over today, which is good. We played some games. But I was walking back from the shoppos, and I'm walking past the house just next door to mine, a couple of doors up, and I see this sign on the front of the door. It says, missing cat. And I have a look at the picture and it's fucking my cat. And I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, so I read the thing, and this nice couple has put up a missing cat for my cat, who had been spending a fair bit of time at their house. I think I told everyone before, she used to come and hang out here for a bit, and then she'd just meander off on her own way, and I always assumed that she was going and living in another person's house, because every place I've stayed at, she's had this little second family dealio going on. Because I'm at work all day, right? So she'll go out and have a wander, and then find another family that she can convince them to get treats and cuddles from. So here's me looking at this picture of my cat, just going, this is very weird. And so I messaged the people just to say, hey, look, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but my cat's dead. And not your cat, actually, but it was my cat, so sorry about that. And they were really nice, they were lovely. You know, we're pretty pleased that I'd shared with them, and, you know, all that sort of stuff. But they then sent me some pictures of my cat living at their house. And they sent a picture of little Peach wearing a Christmas hat, with them both wearing Christmas hats. Like they dead set thought Peach was their cat. they were like, yep, this cat's our cat now. Good on them. Crazy stuff. So yeah, I'll put the picture up actually, because it's very funny. I did send it to my girlfriend. It's very funny. And they seem like they both seem very nice people. So good on them. But wow, it was sort of a very weird feeling. Yeah, what a story, Mark. There they are. With Peach. Oh, how good's that? They said that to all their family members. This is us and our cat. Oh, little Peaches, you legend. So I sort of like, it was sad. It was sad for me to, see the picture of her and stuff, like on the missing cat thing, and I was like, oh fuck, I better tell them. But then I got that, and I just thought, wow, that's so great. Because one of the things that I was a bit, really sad about was that she spent a heap of time away from home, just before she got hit by the car, and I was like feeling, oh man, fuck, maybe it's my fault, maybe it's, which probably it was, but it's nice to know that she was also spending her last few months with another nice family. So that's very, very amusing. And then we just chatted about her and stuff. I sent him pictures of her when she was a little baby, and g'day Nyonpa, thanks mate. And just told him a little bit about her, and because they didn't know how old she was, they didn't know like what her name was or where she was from. Hey Benny, she just rocked up at their house one day. I was like, "Oh, give us some food, you wankers." So I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, very cool, very cool. So nice moments, but also a bit depressing. So we're going to have a special guest on tonight's show. Benny's going to get on Discord and say g'day. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Probably how great I am. So whenever he gets on, he's still coming home from work, I think. So. I have seen Black Widow, seen Black Widow, and I'm up to date on Loki. Black Widow is really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I will say that it reinforced how disappointing it was to lose Natasha Romanoff from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because she was one of the best characters. Beautiful, mate. Get the tie on. But I did love Florence Pugh, Yelena. She was a great character, and pretty much all of the side characters were very amusing, and really, in many ways, stole the show. So, g'day, Bunny. Thank you. The final episode of Loki is just going to be so good, though. I fucking can't wait. Glorious Balbus. G'day, Celery. What's going on? I finished off the zombies from this, so I'll grab the zombies down soon. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Dynamite 143. G'day, mate. The fucking alligator. Yeah, my girlfriend's sus on the alligator too. Classic show. Alright, where's that? G'day, Jim. What am I doing with this? Probably something here. Boop, boop. Shovel guy. That's all you need to know, mate. God gave him a gift. He shovels. And he shovels well. $5 for anyone who gets that reference. It's an old reference, but it checks out. I'll tell you all later on who the reference is. No. No. Nothing to do with pool cleaning, mate. It's from a film from a long time ago. Starred Wes Studi, Janine Garofalo, Ben Stiller, the guy who plays the main dude in Shameless, whatever his name is, I can't think of it right now. That comedian. It's called Mystery Men. Fuck, it was a classic movie. I've not watched it in a long, long time, but it was very good. Yeah. G'day, Frog Jim. Mystery Man. What is that guy's name? Hank Azaria was in it too. It's just a very funny movie.
Hello.
Benny!
Working?
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sweet, mate. How's Benny's audio, Ron? Good. A lot of people interested. Alright, let me see if I can turn it up a smidge. How's that now, Benny? Talk a bit.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, that's
everybody.
better. That's better. Look at these streamlined professionals that we are.
You should have a look at this outfit I put together for you, mate.
Send me a picture.
Alright. Oh. Okay. There we go.
Oh dear. Oh, that is deluxe. Getting that on the stream right now. Getting that on the stream right now.
Party Monday, friends.
Party Monday, here it is. Benny's joining us with a full kit, ready to go. Hello, friends. Just like he's on the screen in the other corner. Just pretend that's him talking away.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing, champion?
Oh, just gonna keep working on this little Nurgle Blight Lord fella tonight, I think.
Cool.
I want to get him finished before I start on these fucking big eggs.
Yes, Benny's about to do the... Is it Journeyman? Robot Rocket.
I think it's Dragon Dock, actually.
No, the name of the company that makes it, you dickhead. Robot Rocket?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robot Rocket. Yeah.
The Dragon Dog.
What did Flick say? Looks like I'm on the dunny. Yeah, I am.
Classic. Nah, we're having a bit of a Discord paint yesterday, and I said to Benny, you should come on the stream, mate. We'll have a chat. It'll be good. Paint some models together, and we can actually talk without you typing, because that's one of the most annoying things about watching another streamer I've found. Is it's
Oh, yeah.
you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I want to say something to that fuckwit, but to do that you'd have to stop painting and fucking type it. Pisses me off.
Oh, yeah, I hate it. And I can't spell, so it's terrible. But no, it's good. Oh. You've nearly finished Coast City now, yeah?
Yeah, this is I've got 7 models to go after this one, so I'm hopeful that we'll finish it by Wednesday or Thursday.
That's good. That's good.
It's been fun. They've been cool models. So
What what's the next big sort of project, as in like bust or something, rather than miniature scale?
so we're gonna do the Raymond Tribune when that part
yeah.
eventually turns up. We're gonna
Yeah.
finish the Walrus guy off, but I think I'm gonna probably do this next. I promised my boss that I'd paint him this
Oh yeah, that
little
little.
tank commander guy.
That's great.
He looks like a cool dude, so I'll probably do him. Probably do him on stream.
Well, that should be a bit of fun.
But yeah, no real plans at the moment. I'm sort of a bit aimless after Camelot. It was a big project, and
Yeah, that's fucking soul sucker.
but I am keen to do the Hera models, the Wasteland Chaos Warrior figures. They're very similar to what
yeah.
you're painting. How good is that? How good are Nurgle Chaos Warriors, by the way? Is that your first Warhammer model you've painted?
Nah, back when I first started, I painted a bunch of just like, heroes and models that I just picked up because I didn't know any better. So it's the first one I painted in about 2 years, I reckon. But it's good. The detail actually is way better than I remember.
Man, painting Games Workshop plastics these days is just fucking mad.
Yeah, but I've been painting a bunch of 3D printed resin for the last like 2 years, so it's real nice. It's so crisp.
How good is the detail? I mean, I know this is a dumb question, right? Because it depends on the printer and the settings and all the blah blah blah. Is the detail comparable these days in a everyday printer that you can purchase for yourself?
Yeah, I would go probably not Games Workshop, but unless you're like fanatic about your settings. But for just an average, pick it up and run with it like me. Yeah, it's like Reaper Bones probably. So it's not too bad. For minis, that is. For bus, it's a bit better.
I wouldn't want to do Reaper Bones for display stuff as a general rule, but
Yeah.
I mean they're reasonably good quality. One thing I'm sort of tossing around the idea with is doing Reaper Bones. Doing 3D printed components for basing. Like I think that's the niche that I want to get into with it, because then the quality is less relevant. It's just going to be on the base and doesn't have to be as good. So
there's some great stuff for that out too, actually. That I've seen, like some little for minis especially.
Well, it doesn't really matter, mate, because you can scale the shit up, right?
Oh, it's true. Yeah. But a lot of them, like, because when you buy the files or whatever, they've just sort of marketed it or they've supported it straight for miniature stuff, especially. Like for Warhammer and Star Wars Legions, you get like these sick jetpack plumes and stuff like that, all the smoke trails and things. But no, it's good. It's been great having it too, because you can sort of, if you're like me, fuck up a lot, you can just print it again and do it again.
What printer you got?
I got 2. I got an Anycubic, but that one I didn't really like and it broke. And now I've got a Frozone Sonic Mini 4K now, which is fantastic. I love that one.
Okay. When I'm playing games, which server hosts the best? If no, oh, geez Louise, mate. What games do you think I'm playing that require servers? I literally play Gloomhaven and Spirit Island and ever so infrequently Blood Rage or Scythe with my friends. I don't know that I've ever worried about what server it was on, to be honest. Green Boy, welcome, mate. Yeah, we got 2 Party Monday people. I hope everyone's at home wearing their ties as well. I'll be disappointed if they're not. So will Ben. He'll be disappointed as well.
I'll be shattered. I put effort in. I had to find a tie and a button-up shirt.
Question for you there in the chat, Benny.
Hey, what was that?
There's a question for you in the chat, mate.
Oh, Ben, did you notice much difference between the 2K and the 4K printers? Yes, definitely with busts, 100%. Minis, I couldn't really tell so much, but I've got real bad eyesight, so that could be part of that. But For busts, yeah, they just came out so much nicer. You didn't less print layer lines you could see, so it worked out real good with the 4K printer. Definitely, if you're in the market, get a 4K one. But there's now 8K ones coming out, so probably get one of those.
The oh, I see, mate. Um, in the past, I have just used. It doesn't really matter. Like with that far away from everything, it doesn't really matter. I definitely think that a leopard print dressing gown counts. Fox Lobble, absolutely. That's dressed up enough for Party Monday for my liking. Now that I come to think of it, I wish I was wearing a leopard print dressing gown. That would be quite deluxe.
Quite comfy on this winter night.
Wouldn't be the first time I've worn a dress. Hopefully, it won't be the last.
Oh,
Sea
how did you
Minerals.
like
Sea Minerals.
doing?
All it is, mate, is on Monday because we're celebrating the start of a glorious new week full of opportunity and promise. We all get dressed up, we wear ties, we have a party on a Monday, drink a couple of beers. That's all it is, but I expect everyone watching the stream to be participating. Go, Benny.
How did you find with Camelot the whole designing base for it? Was that more fun you thought than you initially imagined? Because it was such a big sort of project.
Look, it was probably a little bit more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's just the scale of it was the thing that got to me, I think, in the end, because it was so large.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if I had done something half the size, I would have been like, wow, this is awesome fun, and I would have absolutely frothed over every element of it. But as it was, I got to the point where it was just got to keep going on.
Yeah.
And but it was fun. The most fun I had was building the scenes themselves, like the basic construction and putting on the details and adding the plants and stuff. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get you. It was pretty much like building a fucking miniature for a movie at that point.
I was building a fucking castle, mate. It was the best. It was so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh, Dark Angels green. That'll do.
Look, came out good, mate. Came out very good.
Thanks, mate.
Not as good as that historical guy, but pretty
No,
good.
you're absolutely bang on, mate. The historical guy pisses all over it. Thank you. A glass of wine is also fine. Any alcoholic beverage counts for Party Monday. We appreciate you being invested. Yeah, the historical guy pisses all over Camelot. I mean, it goes without saying.
It's gold.
Yesterday, when we were chatting on Discord, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I can ask some advice. And then I realised I didn't have my video on my model, and I was like, well, maybe I can't do that. So this is advantageous now. We can actually, well, you can actually see my model, but I can't see yours.
Yeah. Oh, look, to be honest, you probably don't want to.
No, I don't. Shovel Guy.
Oh, yeah, he's looking alright. I like the colour choice.
It's okay so far.
Fuck, that's actually a sick sculptor.
Yeah, look at him. He's fucking got a massive shovel. He's a fucking legend. Don't drop him, dinner.
Yeah,
He's a fucking legend.
that's fucking good.
Shovel Guy. Drop the Shovel Guy.
So you're going to just sell that box, yeah? You're not going to keep it? You didn't enjoy the game as much as you thought?
Well,
or?
we actually, I said to the boys, because I've got a group I play with every Tuesday night, and there's 5 of us. It's fucking mad. We just play games every week, and we try heaps of different games, and it's awesome. But yeah, I basically said to them, look, let's hold off. Let's not play the game until everything's painted, because it's only going to be a week or two. Hey, Wampa.
Yeah.
So yeah, I said to them, let's hold off, and so we haven't actually played the game yet, and I think we're gonna aim to play it next week. So
Yeah, nice.
Wampa, we got Benny on. Really digging Shovel Guy, Green Boy. The Punga Games. Let the Punga Games begin. Magnificent. I wouldn't get dirty at you for a joke like that, mate. It's great stuff. It's great stuff.
You don't have the 3D printer, do you? You just back, or you don't actually even back any of the 3D stuff, do you really?
No. I got a legendary mate, his name's Marky Mark, who he's got like 5 printers, and so anytime I need something printed, I'd just be like, hey mate, can you print this for me? And he'll do a better job than I would anyway.
That's true, yeah.
Like, because there's a skill to it, right? Like knowing the right settings and all that stuff. And couldn't be fucked.
Yeah, you've got to put a bit of effort in to get good results. Which sucked when I first got it because I didn't think about that. But the one that I got now is pretty good. I've managed to get decent stuff and I haven't had to fuck around with it too much at all.
Yeah, you'd really have to bury yourself in the settings, wouldn't you?
Jesus.
The Punga Games! May the odds be ever in your favour. You don't get that. I forget that you're a young man. He doesn't. Sleepy Slang, magnificent.
Yeah, mate, I'm very boring. Very boring. I'm a repeat offender for movies and shows. I tend to watch the same stuff constantly because I like it.
I'm quite similar actually, and it's actually an anxiety thing, believe it or not. I'm sure you're aware of this, but yeah, watching the same thing over and over is very relaxing, and
it is. Yep.
You don't get anxious.
100%.
Oh, good for you, Arnold. Yeah, Iron Skull's a pretty big comp over there. I'm probably never going to get a chance to go to that competition, so you won't have to pit yourself against the Crusader, so you should be okay. Fucking hell, someone fuck up Nightbot, please. It's killing me. I need to get a fucking stream manager who can do all this shit for me. You know, someone who just rocks up and does stuff, and I don't pay them anything, and they give me lots of their time and effort and energy. I think that sounds like a fair deal. What do you think?
Well, I made you a mod on mine, and so far you've done nothing.
Well, that's fair. I think I banned Bunny, didn't I?
I think you did.
So yeah, I told this story before, mate. You might have missed it, but I remember how my little cat Peaches got hit by a car a couple of months ago. It's pretty fucking depressing. Yep. Well, I was walking home from the shoppos today, and I see this little sign up on my next door neighbour's house, and it's missing cat. And I look at the fucking picture, and it's my cat. And so I'm like, what is going on? So I messaged him, and apparently she's just been fucking hanging out at their house for the last 2 years. So she just rocked up at their house one day, and they're like, oh, you're a nice cat, why don't you stay with us? So she's just been fucking chowing down on their food, which has been saving me heaps of cash, right? So happy days. and she's having a great time, like just hanging out with these people. They fucking sent me a photo of her. I'll send you the picture. It's a fucking classic.
That is so.
Because they started thinking that she's like their cat now. And
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a very funny story, but she's gone. She's always been like that every place I've ever lived. There's a picture of them, the people I've never met, right? Just with they took a Christmas photo with my cat.
Holy shit, that's so gold.
Can you believe that? It's so funny. I ended up chatting to him today for like half an hour, just messaging back and forth, sending him pictures of her when she was a baby, and
I can't believe they got her in a hat.
I know.
That is incredible.
She just used to.
You know those times you would say, "Oh, you forgot food for the cat." She'd just go over there.
Yeah, she was living the whole time over there, mate. But it's funny. I had a feeling this was the case because she used to do this at my last 2 houses as well, and so I was never worried that she was like dying because, mate, she'd just rock up to her house and be like, "Hey, you want some food, motherfuckers?"
That's so fucking good. Oh, that's hilarious. Do you think you'll get another one, or are you gonna just stick with Hugo for now?
I'd like to get another pet, mate. But I'll probably get a dog at some
Yeah.
point. So Hugo's got a little mate he can hang out with during the
Yeah,
week. And,
dogs are great.
yeah. But I don't want to rush into it, mate. It's been
Yeah,
pretty
no, that
stressful.
makes sense.
Sleepy Slang, I do know how to remove Nightbot, mate, and I'm gonna replace Nightbot with Flixbot, which is called Ghost Host, by the way. So everyone should go and get on Ghost Host if you stream this because it's great. And I'm gonna get on it soon. I just haven't got around to it yet because again I don't have time. I'm too busy painting fucking Curse City and finishing that shit off.
That's it. Too many ideas, not enough time.
Wampa.
Do you just work 9 to 5?
It's more like 7:30 to 4 that I work.
That's alright, good hours.
But I also do it like an hour or two at home in the afternoon sometimes.
Yeah.
Which usually doesn't involve much painting time, but mostly time on the phone. But
yeah,
and I have meetings a lot of fucking time, so
yeah, all that fun.
Yeah. Shovel guy.
I can't get over that she was over the neighbours. That's fucking so good. The fact that they took that photo too, that is just priceless.
When I saw it, I just lost it. I was like, that is so funny. Like, good on him.
Yeah.
I get in trouble for eating food in my meetings, buddy minis. I'm always just grabbing a snack from the fridge and sitting down and eating while people are trying to talk and stuff, and I'm just fucking mang, 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 mang. So, Benny, I don't know if you were on the stream on Sunday morning. That's right, you don't get out of bed till fucking 12.
Yeah, no, I was not. I was comatose.
I played Star Wars Rebellion last week.
I think I saw that on Twitter. How was it?
Oh, it's awesome, man. It's like my 10th game.
Fuck.
Please
play it.
Please do, Flick. That would be awesome. Yeah, so I was the Imperial forces, right? And so I think I told you about it, but yeah, my opponent, my mate, he was the Rebels, and he had to hide his base. And so there's like not many planets you can put the base on, particularly when you randomise your starting locations, because the Imperial forces can have pretty good spread over the galaxy. But it's like needle in a haystack, man. There's like 40 planets, and you're trying to find the fucking base, and the fuckers just... Anyway, so I spread out, and I was going all over the galaxy trying to find him. I went to Endor, and I went to Hoth, and I went to fucking Tatooine, and I went to all these places. Anyway, in the end, he put his base right in the heart of the galaxy, right near Kashyyyk, the Wookiees' hometown. He's right near Kashyyyk, and I had to make a choice in my last turn. I had a sizable fleet, and there was 2 planets left that I couldn't be sure which one he was on, and so I really only had the forces to go for one of the 2. And so I took a punt, and my first action on my turn was to raid Malastare, and he wasn't on Malastare, he was on Bothuai, the fucking planet right beside it, and so he ended up attacking me and winning, and fucking there was a rebellion. It was fucked. I was so close to smashing him too.
So, it looks fun. I like the sound of that too. That sounds like such a good game that he's just sort of hiding out and you've got to find him.
It's like, you feel like you're playing Star Wars. And
yeah.
You feel like you're playing as the Empire. You've just got this massive dominance, but you also feel really inept. You know, like, because you're trundling around and you're like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. And then when you're the Rebels, you're like, yeah, we're awesome, but at the same time, you feel really, really like on a knife's edge, because they could just rock a Death Star up to your planet and be like, we're going to nuke this planet, and you can be like, well, that's the rebellion over, guys. Thanks for that.
Well, that's good. Do they have much of a chance to escape, or do they have to sort of... It's a battle situation where they've got to fight it out
so
break away?
The Rebels pick a planet, right? And that planet's hidden away, and it's on a card, and you put the card aside. And the Imperial player, anytime he lands his forces on a planet, the Rebel player has to reveal whether that's the hidden Rebel base or not. And the Rebel player also has a board, which is called the Hidden Rebel Base board, where he can deploy troops. So he's deploying troops in the Hidden Rebel Base, so you know how many troops there are, but you don't actually know what those troops or where those troops are. So he'll be deploying a couple of Corellian corvettes and some rebel fucking fighters and some of those little fucking land speeders and shit that take out the AT-ATs and all this other stuff. And,
Yeah.
and so he'll have a little force there, but you don't actually know where that force is in the galaxy until you land on a planet. And if you're landing on the planet where he is, you initiate a battle. But you can just launch a Death Star at his fucking planet. And if you blow up the planet, which you can do with the Death Star, that's it. Game's up.
That's so good.
Game over, man.
That sounds so fun.
It's fucking awesome.
I've got to do that and that Journeys to Middle Earth, I think it is, the other Lord of the Rings sort of dungeon crawl looking one. It looks like.
Journeys in Middle Earth's quite good. But I'm probably more of a fan of War of the Ring, which is like the same deal as.
Oh, that was the one you were telling me about, and I went back and looked at the massive battle for it.
It's like Star Wars Rebellion, where you've got one guy being the goodies and one being the baddies, but it's in Middle Earth, and it's just fucking epic, man.
It's great. That's fucking sick. We're still going to do that Dune game in my house here. We're pretty keen. Me and one of my housemates are very excited to try that one out. We've been excited for it for fucking 4 years, though. That's the only problem.
Yep. You ever thought about getting up off your ass and doing it, or?
We did once, and then I think we got distracted.
Yeah.
It's just because we've got to find other people that are into it for that long too, and the kind of commitment of the rules.
Yeah.
And some of our other friends that are into the games, but then also not to that extent.
I mean, Brizzy Flick, we're really lucky. Like my background in gaming or miniatures actually comes from a gaming background, so I'm pretty competitive gamer from Warhammer, War Machine, Guild Ball.
Yeah.
Like I travelled internationally to play in tournaments for those games, and
Sick.
So my gaming group is just mates from those games, and those are super complex games. So we play board games all the time. We don't even bat an eyelid. Like we'll crack open a new game, and within 20 minutes we'll be learnt it and playing it. So
yeah, you guys would pick it up pretty quick then.
Yeah, but it's certainly difficult when you don't have a dedicated group that is as onto it as we are.
Yeah.
Especially for one of those complex ones.
Yeah. Like we loved the Game of Thrones one. That was great fun. Had a lot of fun with that over the years. But the Dune one, especially too. Like I was reading the book at the time and getting excited for the movie and stuff, and saw some things on it, and I was like, "Fuck, that sounds so good." All the sort of each sort of special ability that all the factions have, and the backstabbing and everything just sounded so fun.
We played this game a few years ago. Well, it was maybe mid last year. It was called The King's Dilemma, and it's sort of like Game of Thrones, but a little bit less overt. So it's like you're playing as Varys or Littlefinger in Game of Thrones. So you control this this family, this house that's on the Council of Lords in this country, and the king's basically the king in name only, and you just have to vote on issues that come up in the town. And so there'd be like the people that come to this council, and they'd be like, "Oh, councilman, we've just had our shipment of grain burned down. What should we do?" And we all, as a group, have to decide between two options, and those options are, like in that particular instance, which did happen, our grain houses burned down. We could spend money from the treasury to buy grain from another nation, or which would make the wealth of the nation drop down, but it would make the people very happy. Or we could be like, let the poor people fucking starve, and which would make the coffers look much better because we weren't spending money, but it would make the poor people very angry at us. So every time we would be making these decisions as a group, but people had hidden agendas and hidden goals that they were working towards, and so we'd be voting against each other. I want to fucking let the peasants starve and all this sort of shit. And man, it was fucking. It's crazy fun when you're playing backstabbers the whole time.
Just that'd be so
I want
fun.
to fuck you up.
Have you ever gone to the PAX event that they have down here in Melbourne with all the board game tabletop stuff there?
No, I'd like to, but no, haven't.
Oh, you'd love it. They do a lot of like competition stuff as well, competitive. So it's super fun. They do like that's how I got really into the mini painting was from that event because they did like speed painting contests and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, sign me up for that,
mate. You're gonna have to come for me because I'm the gold medalist.
Please.
So one medal, actually no, first medal I won, but I've won 2 now. I'm fucking coming for you, buddy.
That'd be like me entering in an under-12s competition for rugby league, mate. I'd just be fucking big fucking fens on these little kids, just pushing them out of the way, fucking stomping over their faces. It wouldn't be fair, mate. They wouldn't let it happen.
Yeah, how do you think I won? It was under 12s. I just shaved the beard and I was like, yep, I'm in.
Where's Topulus? He would have been in the under 6s.
But no, it was good. It was good fun. Something totally different. And back then too, this is like 2019, so I had no fucking idea what I was doing. Still don't, but I got a bit more.
No, you're going right, mate. You're going right. I think you do a lot of shit, but you're a very good example of the value of hard work. It's just
these broad shoulders.
Keep chipping away.
That's good.
You're right, back up live. They should have fucking known. These kids these days, eh?
They should have, but they weren't smart enough.
Jabba Slide Lover. That is a great name. Jabba Slide. Do you ever play much Super Nintendo when you were a young whippersnapper?
Did a little. Not a lot. I was pretty into like Legos and shit more than video games when I was young. But as I got older and stuff, definitely went back and played a lot more.
There was a Super Nintendo game called The Secret of Mana, which I used to play fucking crazy amount. It had a Jabberwocky in it. Jabba Slide.
Fuck, Jabberwocky. I haven't heard that for a while.
Fuck, it was a great game, Secret of Mana. Fucking fantastic game. Shovel Guy. What are we doing, Shovel Guy? Let's go.
I've attempted a OSL sort of red glow like you, but better.
You attempted it. Excellent.
Yeah, yep. Wasn't going to try the white OSL again, but
did it come out alright?
I'll try this. Look, for a start, it's okay. We're still working on it. Needs some cleaning up.
Well, I would have finished my red glow by now, so I don't know if we could constitute it as better.
You can't rush art, mate.
That's an all-timer. That's all-time, Benny boy.
Yep, that's all I've got. But no, it's been good. Been good fun. I've been enjoying actually painting something this small and sort of taking it a bit easy and relaxing a bit. It's been nice.
I really, really, really have loved painting Games Workshop models in the last few months. It started with the Nurgle. G'day, Jabba Slide. Yeah, fucking Aussies, mate. One in Brisbane, one in Melbourne. 2 fucking mad dogs. No big deal. I've really enjoyed painting Warhammer models. It's been such a long time. Like, I hadn't painted Warhammer models for years and years and years and years, and then I painted some Stormcast for Underworlds, and then I ended up painting a whole AOS army, and recently I've obviously painted Curse City and the other shit.
Yeah, no, it's been real good. Even the assembly too was so nice having something that just fitted together.
Yeah.
Like I could put this guy together in like 5 minutes. He's primed and it was done. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, the push fit's pretty cool. I glue them anyway, but the push fit stuff, it's actually really nice.
Yeah.
They've certainly made the game more accessible in terms of the modelling side of things, I think. Just how you can access it.
Yeah. Even from 4 years ago when I probably painted the first one or started painting then, even the books and stuff that you get with the newer stuff, it's so much better laid out and the figures fit together nicely. They've done actually well.
I haven't tried Abbott's Ale, no mate, but I don't know, can you get that in Australia? Where is it, Wampa? Have you posted a picture, mate? Did I miss a picture? No, you didn't. You just warned Nightbot. Yeah, I'll check it out, mate. Dan Murphy's is one of the major bottlers out here that, fuck you idiot, that carry quite a range of international beverages, so I have tried it. Yeah, put some pictures up, mate, if you want. Yeah, exactly. Really accessible.
I've been thinking about potentially. Have you seen that guy on YouTube, Miscast Terrain?
No.
He's doing this. He's probably one of my favorite miniature kind of YouTuber guys because he's done everything he does is very different. It's not like the standard. Here's beginner videos or here's like tips how to do this. It's just kind of him just jamming away doing his own thing.
Yeah, cool.
He's been making this like custom Nurgle army, but he's like sculpting and hit bashing all the figures, and it just looks hectic. It looks fucking crazy. He's making it like this sort of carnival circus looking.
Peace be the journey, Lopez. Peace be the journey. Say hi to Rocket and the kids for me, mate.
But yeah, fuck, it looks good. It's been making me kind of want to attempt something like that.
Well, I tell you what, when I did a lot of stuff on Camelot or the preparation, because I did a fair bit of research and how I wanted to do stuff, so I went into it with a pretty solid plan about how I was going to make each of the various elements, and they all worked, relatively speaking, pretty well. There was a little bit of stuff to go, but yeah, I got that urge myself when I was researching, terrain videos and diorama videos. It's just like, because I think when you think about it, it's like you then are creating a world. Like you're creating something. Yeah, it's fucking mad. I'll have a look.
It's like the next step in just painting a cool figure, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Even watching you do Camelot made me think that I was like, fuck, I need to do a big project like that.
Sounds like a cancer grows.
Yeah,
looks
just,
good, Wampa. Looks good, mate.
I get bored pretty quick.
You probably need to bring that red up a little bit more, mate. With I would go some airbrushing. Probably the best way to do it would be to go up to a white, and then bring the red back in over the top of that, just so you can get really vibrant, intense, saturated red. So yeah, it's been weird the last few months. Making Camelot's made me want to do diorama stuff and book nooks and all this other stuff. It's just like, wow, how cool would it be? Because I want to do some LEDs and I want to do some fucking smoke machines. I want to do all this stuff that I've seen in cosplay. I was even thinking to myself, fuck yeah, how cool would it be to make a cosplay? Not because I want to do cosplay or wear cosplay or anything, just because I want to fucking make that shit.
Yeah, I know that feeling. That's where it's been good having living with Bunny, because she does a lot of cosplay stuff too. So she's made some kick-ass stuff, so I get to just watch her do it. I'm like, fuck, that looks sick. I've been very tempted a few times, but I don't really have the desire to wear it, but just to make it and have it, fuck, that's cool. But it comes down to, like what I was saying earlier, one of the repeat videos that I constantly watch is I love watching all the the Weta Workshop.
Lord of the
behind
Rings.
scenes.
Oh, so good.
Oh, it's fucking so good, man.
Yeah, I think I've burnt my DVDs to a crisp watching that. I've watched it about 30 times, I reckon.
Oh, same. I keep going back, and I just listen to interviews as well with all of them in it.
Yeah.
I just love it. It's so good. That is a fucking ideal job. And I like that it's kind of like stressful too, and there's like a bit of pressure in it because I don't mind that as well. Sort of thrive and really get out of your comfort zone a bit with all that making it and stuff. It just looks so fun.
I think they have that Peter Jackson, driven by Peter Jackson, I think, or driven by Weta Workshop and the guys in charge of that mob, but just that mindset of good enough's not good enough. You know, like I'm going to make this the absolute best I can.
Yeah.
Every time they just don't compromise, and
Yeah,
that's probably the mindset I can't fucking have.
Yeah, yeah.
Much as I'd love to.
I feel like if I was in the maybe by myself, I reckon I'd struggle a bit. But I'm also I'm pretty good at sort of sticking with things and pushing through. But I reckon having that environment of the team sort of thing, that would definitely help.
It'd help having John Howe and Alan Lee just fucking cranking around.
Oh yeah, can you imagine? God,
What
I
I
love
mean,
that part.
it's the best. What I mean, Wampa, is you need to take back up to white. So go over the top with white. And then red over the top of that. It'll help the red look more vibrant. It might also be your potato camera photo, right? So maybe just ignore me and do whatever the fuck you want.
They fucking crush it over there. It's the same. Have you seen? You've probably seen it or not, but you know that Adam Savage guy from MythBusters.
Yeah.
He's got his YouTube channel, Tested or whatever it is. He's
Not over the whole
back.
thing, no.
Have you seen that channel?
No, I was talking to Wampa. Not over the whole thing,
Oh.
mate. Don't go over the whole thing. Just over the areas you want to be intense red, like the highlight areas. Proceed. He's got a YouTube channel. I think I watched him interview a dude from Weta Workshop who'd built this massive D&D fucking...
Yeah, that's that Johnny Fraser Allen guy, fucking legend sculptor. He's got a Kickstarter on actually at the moment for his
How is he?
his 3D that scenery for the terrain for it. I backed it. Can't wait. But the stuff he makes too on his Instagram, insane. He's really into the Star Wars Legion at the moment, and he's just building full scale, like you know, Mos Eisley and Tatooine, like the cantina. He's just built that for his wargaming. It looks phenomenal. And he just made these like it was a couple months back now, but a picture he posted was of these like Wookiee rider sort of helicopter things that they've got, and he just used like Hot Wheel cars from the toys of them and stuff and clipped it all together, and it just looks so good. I couldn't believe how good it looked.
You know, the latest piece I want to do, or sorry, not the latest piece, but an idea for something I want to do is, you remember how Arnau made that fucking model with the model car? The chick with the gun standing beside the car? I want to do something like that, man. So good.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Sorry.
The best thing about playing Star Wars Rebellion is every time you do something, you have to make a quote from the movie. Like, one of the cards that you can play, it's called Address Delays. And it's basically just a card that lets you move some buildings or some ships from your build queue out onto the map quicker.
Yeah.
Because you're pretending that the Emperor's going to visit them and be like, you must be quicker. And then you say every time you do it, you're like, we shall double our efforts. It's fucking bad.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I'd froth that.
And then anytime you shoot the Death Star, and we're fire when ready.
Yep. So good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. You've sold me on it. You've sold me on a few games actually.
I fucking just love it, mate. Love playing games.
Yeah, that Twilight Imperium one, that looks so fun. Just seeing that board state, I was like, oh, that looks like heaven. Just shit everywhere. It's so epic. Nick got Gloomhaven actually. Been watching it play on PC. I never played it before, but it looks really fun.
Oh, Gloomhaven is, man, it's the #1 rated game on Board Game Geek. Gloomhaven. It is.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, it is incredible game.
Oh, shush, buddy.
Brando.
He's just bullfed you tomorrow. Little fella. But, yeah, shit. Would not mind, as soon as they released those Star Wars Legion figures, I was all over that. I had an idea, because the first core box set was kind of like the Rebels versus the Imperial stuff, but like all the art that they included in the box was very Endor based, and I thought, fuck, I want to build Endor like as a gaming table, like super detailed, big trees and everything. But fuck, it's still one of those things where I'm like, okay, that's going to take a while, so I've got to plan it out and think how much I want to do here and where. But that's definitely one thing I want to do, is make a massive gaming table for that.
One of my mates, Sheldo, dude I travelled overseas with, Superstar, he's got every expansion, every box ever released for a game called Imperial Assault. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically a dungeon crawling version of Star Wars, and fuck, he's painted all the little dudes and stuff, and it looks so mad. I've never played it with. I've only played Descent, which is the basic game that the mechanics are based on, but yeah, fuck, it would be so fun. I'd love to get more into that whole building scenery, like building the universe stuff for a board game or a thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It just looks so fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the other way I'll get like that basing in general, just to another level too.
Yeah. Just the elaborate D&D tables you see, of dudes fucking making crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
How good.
Yeah, that's how I got into it too, was for D&D, was for miniatures and stuff like that. And then it just sort of evolved from there, and then I just kept seeing, like, one of the shops that we have down here in Melbourne just has a
House of
bunch
War?
of, like, House of War is great, but this was in the city almost. It's like a model for Metro Hobbies.
Yep.
And they just have a bunch of like model train scenery stuff there. And just seeing it, I was like, holy shit, I can build everything. Like, I wanted to build fucking Shire.
Man, I'd love to build the Shire. There's actually a dude building the Shire at the moment on YouTube. He released his latest video 2 days ago. Real Terrain Hobbies, I think it is.
I was going to say, someone else sent that to me as well. So they're like, oh, after I did the little Hobbit hole scene with Bilbo, they're like, oh, you should check this out. And I was like, fuck, that's so good.
Yeah.
And I think he's making his little 3D Hobbit holes. You can buy them, so I'll definitely pick one of those up.
He's doing them on Kickstarter, I think.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'll definitely back that.
Yeah, it's quite a good little series he's done so far. He used a lot of what's that fucking hobby brand? I can't remember.
Woodland Scenics.
Woodland Scenics, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Use a lot of their stuff. I have a frustration with watching YouTube videos at the moment, and I love content creators, right? I love people that are willing to put their time towards making videos, but I hate content creators that are just. It's like they forget why they're fucking doing it. It's like they spend all of their time gibbering. It's like, seriously, mate, just fucking make the thing. Like, I don't need you to talk. I don't want to really know much about your opinion about shit. Just fucking paint the soldiers or make the fucking terrain and just do the thing and make the video.
Yeah.
I don't need to see fancy fucking B-roll stuff where you're doing sweeping shots of your fucking modelling table. It's just like, fucking hell, mate. Just fucking make the shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just
No, that's a pet peeve of mine as well. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers. I've got very few that I do really enjoy. Especially now that I've gotten better at painting too. There was some that I was just like, I'm just not getting any sort of value from this at all anymore. It's just kind of rehashing the same sort of beginner 6 videos, or, it's that YouTube rat race sort of stuff that they're doing for the YouTube
algorithm,
I guess. Yeah. But Yeah, it's very. I like watching. If I watch stuff too, most of the time now, it is like those Weta Workshop things because they're just getting into the grid of making it as well, and then they talk about like the design and everything about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's so much better. But there's so many fucking good channels out there that have nothing to do with miniature painting that you can learn so much about miniature painting from. Like James Gurney's YouTube channel's great.
Yeah.
Love his. And the same because he's an older dude. He just gets straight to the painting.
Yeah. There's this dude called Luke Towan who I'm sure you would have seen.
Oh yeah, he's fucking great.
And I love watching his videos, right?
Yeah.
But and he doesn't gibber, he just fucking goes and does it. I'm just like, mate, why the fuck can't other people make videos like this? I don't give a fuck about your other shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking make a video like Luke Towan, you fucks.
Yeah, he's so good. Those ones did you see those ones he did for that little fucking RC car, the little four-wheel drive thing?
Driving around the fucking track. It was mad.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted that so bad. I looked up the kit and I was like, fuck, I'm very tempted.
I've never played that game, Robbie's Hobbies, no. So.
That's back to the YouTubers. That's why I really like that Miscast guy because he does do a bit of talking, but it's more like the format that he's presenting it in is better. It's like a hobby diary, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, what I've found is that there's some good ones out there, right? But they're not the big ones because the big ones are the ones who have to, do stuff to pander to the YouTube algorithms and pander to the audience, and it's the little guys that are just sort of out there doing their thing. They're the ones that are really worth checking out, I think. So.
Yeah, 100%. The Miscast guy's an Aussie as well. He's I think he's up in Brisbane actually.
I'll have to have a look at him.
Yeah, he's pretty decent. A lot more sculpting, like he's overall a big gamer, not so much just miniature painting. Like he's trying to make his own RPG and everything. So it's pretty full on. It's good channel.
I'm writing a dungeon crawler at the moment.
You? Fuck, that'll be alright.
Yeah.
Me and Bunny have been talking, we want to get miniature sculpted or busts.
I know a couple of guys if you want me to put you in touch with them.
You know what? I might actually ask for that. Yeah, 100%. Because we've both been thinking about it a lot. And also, I want to paint a lot more dwarfs and halflings and gnomes.
My best mate fucking loves dwarves. He's obsessed with them.
Oh, they're so good. So good.
He's also short with a beard, so.
Yeah, it's same as me. Same as me. I get it.
He's going to play the dwarf in Curse City next week.
Spot on.
I fucking hate gnomes, Frog Jim. They're fucked. Gnomes are fucked.
Oh, I love them too. Gnomes, dwarfs, halflings, all good.
The fucking worst. Gnomes are so shit house.
Oh, dude, I've been loving these books you put me on.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will give you some other recommendations after you finish this. But
yes, please do, because they are so good. It is making life in an office fucking so nice. Yeah, really love Wolfgar's character as well. He's great.
Wolfgar's awesome.
Actually, I love all of them, to be honest.
Yeah. It's a really good fantasy series, like action packed and exciting, and does stuff that you want a fantasy series to do. It doesn't try to take itself too seriously, although there are serious moments, particularly as it progresses. There's a lot of serious moments, but yeah, it's just quite good.
I found that there wasn't any moments where it's very just like explaining a lot of shit, and I get real bored down then.
Yeah.
Like the whole time, I can picture the whole book in my head as kind of like a movie.
Yeah. That's one of the best things about him is he doesn't spend too much time explaining shit like in Game of Thrones, where he'll spend 3 pages describing the food at a table for a feast. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, my favourite author's name's David Gemmell, and he's the same. Anytime he's describing something, it's like he manages to encapsulate the essence of a thing or a person or an object in like a half a sentence. And so his
Yeah.
descriptive things just like are so infrequent because they're so concise and illuminating, and it just, you feel like you're just constantly reading about what's happening. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. I started that again last week. Did I say yesterday?
No, you didn't tell me that.
So I started the show. I never gave it a full crack because I've never read the books or anything. I think I got like 4 seasons in, and it was good, but then I just dropped off after that.
Yeah, it's now that it's finished, it's worth.
Yeah. So I started again, but I'm actually enjoying it. I forgot how full on it is too.
Fucking good, man. It's so good. Hey, Oppa Canova and Green Boy and Sleepy Slang, can you just pop the links to those in the Whisper so that I can look at them later? I have seen Higher Workshop though. I watched a couple of his videos the other night. So you don't have to send me that one, but just any other ones, because I'm keen to check out some more stuff.
Yes. Yeah, look, I've got no idea to use Twitch either, Green Boy.
Green Boy, if it's up the top right, there's a little fucking message icon. Just get in there and message Big Dano, the man, the myth, the legend.
How you reckon Crystal Dragon's gonna go, if it's gonna go?
Well, I think it'll go because Canberra hasn't had a fucking case of COVID for
Actually,
the
that's
last
true.
12
Yeah,
months.
they don't know what COVID is.
Good one, Green Boy. That won't work for me, but fair enough. I don't know, mate. There's a few interesting interpersonal relationships that are going to create some challenges this next year. None related to me. I'm fucking everyone's favourite. So, but yeah, there's going to be some interesting logistical challenges. But I'm excited for it. I don't know how we're going to go this year. There's a very high likelihood that there'll be reduced numbers available at the event in terms of capacity in the room. And a lot of the stuff we did previous years was we just wanted to cram as many people that we could. So, and we obviously can't really do that now. So I think it's going to have a pretty different vibe to previous years. I'm not going to the game on Wednesday Broadside, no. Mostly because I have no desire to watch my team get fucking destroyed 3-0 in a series and have to cop abuse from other people at the stadium. I'll watch that shit in private, thanks. In the comfort of my own home, so I can cry myself to sleep. But actually, it'll also be at the end of my 6-hour stream. Did I tell you I'm doing a 6-hour stream on Wednesday?
No. Wait, 6 hours at night?
I'm going to start probably about 1 o'clock.
Is this for 6 months?
Spot on.
Yep. Fuck, that's good. Fuck, 6 months already. That has flown.
I reckon.
How are you finding it too? Because 6 months in.
It's going okay, man. Like I was thinking the other day, the initial buzz has died off. I was when I first started, I was like just hyped to get up on stream, and I'd be like streaming Saturday nights and Sunday mornings, and I was like, yeah, it's the fucking best.
Yeah.
And that sort of died off now. Now I'm just sort of sticking to my regularly scheduled programs. And it's been good in a couple of ways because I've got a regular painting thing that I stick to. Like I'm just always consistently painting. So I feel like it's made me more consistent, whereas in the past I'd do big spurts of painting and then I'd have a couple of weeks off. Now I'm just sort of more consistent overall.
Yeah.
So that's been good. I think the quality of my work has decreased.
Yeah. Is that because you think the limitations with the camera and everything? And
the camera's certainly made it more challenging.
Yeah.
But I've got like my setup that I'm at right now. I don't feel the camera is impacting me in any way. The problem I've got is the last few pieces I've done have just been so much stuff that I haven't, like the Camelot was just fucking too many models, right? I didn't feel like I wanted to push myself. So I'm keen to do a model that is just like maybe even might be the Raymond Tribune, where I just really dive in and try and do a great job.
Yeah, and just put everything in, sort of thing. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do a bit mixed with it as well. Because I only do it on Sunday just because I also like just not having to be on camera and just enjoy painting for the sake of painting, sort of thing as well.
Yep.
And because I do it for like similar to you, lots of reasons. It's competitive, it's relaxing, it's challenging, it's kind of everything all in one, depending on the day. And a lot of the harder pieces, especially this year too, because my focus was to do like a lot more busts and try and really up each one or do a decent job on them. It's a bit hard to do that on camera, especially because half the time too, I got no fucking idea what I'm doing. And just sort of I need time to sit there and figure it out and see if it looks shit or how bad it's going to come in or when I should start again.
Which is usually all the time.
Yeah, it is definitely.
Yeah, it's been good, and I was sort of thinking to myself, I wonder if I'm going to put a time limit on it, because one of the things I've done in my life, like I used to do a podcast called Oz Machine, which was a War Machine podcast, and it was fucking awesome. And we did it for like year and a half, I think. And we were very, very. See you, Alex. We were very, very popular. Like we had, I think, 200,000 downloads in that year and a half.
Oh shit, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, like 150 episodes or something. So we were like, people loved us.
Yeah.
Because we were probably one of the only really Australian podcasts, and I'm very charismatic. So
you got a great radio voice. Or was it face? How do I say it?
Yeah, it was both. But one of the things that I'm most proud of, right, is when we got to a point where we were like, I'm not really keen on this anymore. We didn't just keep fucking slogging away, because we had like sponsors and all sorts of other people that were fucking giving us so much money, and like we could have almost made a career out of it. We were getting that much money, like it was crazy. But I just said, I don't have the passion for the game anymore. I don't really want to keep doing this. And so we retired on a high. Like we basically just pulled up stumps when we were at our most popular, and people were fucking devastated about it. But I wonder if that's something I'm going to do with streaming as well, is just when I reach that point where I'm like, yep, I've had enough of this now, that I'll just stop.
That's good you can do that though, to be honest, because not many people can, and then they end up fucking destroying it,
Yeah, and they hate it.
Yeah. It becomes like a chore. So that's fucking good that you're able to pull away when you're like, I'm done with this.
I mean, it's not easy, but at the same time, you got to do it when you're not. Retire when winning.
Yeah.
So yeah, people still fucking ask us when we're going to release the next episode of Oz Machine. They're like, when's it coming back? When's it coming back? We did a reunion episode a few years later where we just got together. The boys came over to my house for a couple of days, and we recorded an episode of Oz Machine after we'd had a massive day of basketball and shit, and everyone was exhausted. It was awesome.
Oh, that would have been a bit of fun. Do you still like get the itch to play ever now and again?
Nah.
Or you just you're done with that sort of game?
I don't really know. The thing that I liked about it, and this is the thing I said to Moopsy, one of my mates, Moopsy, we just used to chat about it all day. Like all day we'd be like bouncing ideas for lists and talking about strategies and talking about new releases and like messaging each other and stuff. And it was just this thing that would keep me mentally engaged and really thinking lots of different things. So I miss that mental challenge where it's like, how can I create the most optimal setup, and how do I play this, and that whole element of it. But I don't miss the game. So
you miss more like the tactical, strategical thinking sort of thing.
I do play a little bit of hoops, mate. Yes. So that was the thing I missed, and that's actually why I got into AOS I was into AOS for about 4 or 5 months, and I spent that whole time. I just spent all my time reading the rules and looking up army stats and like reading about different armies and thinking about lists and how to beat those lists and all that sort of stuff. And I think I played 2 tournaments, and that was the first tournament I'd played in. I came 8th or 9th or something. I was undefeated going into the final round, and I almost won in the final round. But I played a dude who I had absolutely no idea anything about his army. I'd never read anything about him at all, and I ended up 8th out of 100 players. And then I played another one where I was undefeated going into day 2, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to play anymore. So I told the dude, he's like, you can't leave, mate. You're like in the top 2. I was like, no, I'm good, mate. I'll see you.
There you go. And that was it? That was the last time you sort of played?
That was the last time I played in a tournament, yeah. I think I might have played one more game after that. But...
Yep. Oh, there you go.
So yeah, I love the thinking side of it, which is one of the reasons why we really enjoy the board games, because we get a similar brain burner, but it's only on a micro scale. You don't need to spend weeks.
It's not consuming.
Yeah. Good and bad. Can't help it, mate. Can't help the balls.
No, it's good. I get what you mean too, man. Like when I was younger too, I was really into chess for years. That's how fucking intellectual I was. I actually won a state championship.
Oh, Benny! Here we go.
So it was back in the day. I fucking loved it. And I loved it too because I came from this real like shitty public school back in the country in Colac. Or town, I should say, not country, but country town of Colac. But and like we used to come up to Melbourne here and verse these kids in all these private schools and stuff who'd get like after school lessons. And it was so funny because we only got good at, like our little team, we only got good at chess because we were the kids who were in detention. And the teacher put $100 note on the table and he's like, when you kids can beat me at chess, I'll give each of you $100. And it took us 6 years, but we all got paid out $100 because we all beat him eventually.
Very nice.
And we just loved chess from that. But when I was a kid too, it was like fucking Lord of the Rings for me. I frothed it. I used to listen to like soundtrack music while I was sitting at the table playing them, amping myself up because it was so good.
That doesn't surprise me
at
all.
Same with gaming. We kind of got into competitive sort of. I really like first-person shooter gaming, and then it was skateboarding, and then it was Magic the Gathering was the big one in our local sort of friend group for a long time.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that.
That's what I did with. That's what I did with all the games, man. I played the Warhammer ETC European Team Championship for Warhammer. I was on the team 2 years in a row, and then I played at the World Team Championships for War Machine. I was the Australian captain for 4 years in a row, and then I made the Guild Ball World Championships. I was the Australian qualifier for that. So I just go balls deep on something, right, and just go stupid on it.
Yeah, no, I think you're a similar way. It's like all or nothing, 100% all or nothing do it. Yeah, Green Boy, Magic definitely did really like. Green Boy's one of my housemates, and he spent all day driving around playing it. He loved it.
Don't do it, son. Pull out. Pull out. I can't shake him.
But yeah, it's pretty. I get that too. That's kind of why I like painting as well. The competitive side, it gives me both things. It gives me the relaxation, but fuck, I also love looking at people who are better than me stuff and go, fuck, one day I'm going to be better. So it covers both fields for me.
I enjoy the competition. Like I like testing myself, but it's interesting, that side of your personality. Like after a while, maybe this is just me, you reach a point where you're so successful at something. Like in my case, I'm not talking about miniature painting, I'm talking more about War Machine and stuff, that results almost don't even matter, and you just start like analysing your performances and think about how you could be better. But it's almost like academic. It's not really like a challenge, and so I'm certainly not at that point with miniature painting, but I do think that I worry less about results these days than I do than I did in the past.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I get that. I haven't really I guess too because I've only ever entered in a couple of contests, but it's never. I don't really care about like who I'm competing against. It's more just it's totally selfish where it's like, is this piece better than the last thing I painted, or is it have I improved in some way? And it's more a self reflection kind of thing for me. And it's nice just hearing feedback, what people say, oh that's good or that's bad or this is shit, do this better sort of thing. I enjoy that side of it too a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when I started to get into when I decided, okay, this is something I want to get big at. I used to just post on Reddit mini painting all the time because I knew that everyone just tore into everyone on there, and that was great in the beginning.
I don't think I've ever been on there.
The work's all right. There's some great work on it. There's just a lot of average work, but it's definitely gotten better. Like people are a lot more nicer on there now than they used to be. Although the other day, Barney put some of her stuff up there for the first time, and this dude straight away is like, "Yeah, that's fake. You're a bot." He's like, "There's no way."
Dudes like that, seriously, come on, man.
Oh, it's hilarious. And then she uploaded one of her things on there, and then some guy reckons that she stole the work from her own Instagram and put it up there. It was fucking funny. We'll dying at the comment section on it.
Oh yeah, shovel guy.
Is that the base he came with, or did you make that, like the stone on there?
Yeah, I made the stone. Well, I didn't make it, but I bought a plastic card stone.
Oh yeah.
And trimmed it and popped it on there. So.
Oh, that's all right. I've still got to try these contrast paints through an airbrush. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, they're awesome, man.
Yeah, I got to give it a go. I've got too much shit. I'm gonna give it a go.
I do, Wampa, yeah. I managed to pick one up the other week to give it a try, and I got some of those new fancy hydration sponges as well, the new ones. So I'm giving it a crack. I'm gonna make a determination about whether it's a product I recommend or not. Always very much just gonna be direct and honest about how I feel about stuff. So. So far, I think there's a couple of things I like more about it than I liked about my original palette, but I certainly don't feel like it's worth. Aha, Mittens! Welcome. How are you, champion?
You did it right. You did.
Commander Mittens. She's a legend. I've enjoyed watching her streams the last few weeks. How did you go, Mittens? What did you stream today? You're just painting more fucking 40k stuff? Paint some good shit, mate. Paint some good shit.
Oh, she's illustration too? Oh shit, now I'm listening to myself. Yeah.
Digital art, cool. Yes, everyone should follow Commander Mittens. Wonderful human being. Also speaks 4 languages, which is approximately 3.5 more than I speak. I do. I'd love to see the tall vampire lady you did.
Tall vampire lady? Is that new Resident Evil chick?
What's her name? Lady Dimitrescu or something?
Yeah. A lot of fans in my house of her.
Really?
Bunny especially.
Ah, yes. That's really cool. I'm going to put it up in the chat.
Oh yeah, it is there.
What do I do? Browser. Fucking. Oh, browser.
That's cute. It looks good.
Good to drink you. Yes. Man, that's great stuff. Did you do all the artwork for your little pictures and shit on your stream? Let's cover up, Benny. That's so good. Alright, I think it might be time to let it glow, let it glow.
You'll probably take these sunnies off so I can paint, hey?
You're a funny guy, Ben. That's why I'll kill you last.
Well, if it looks shit. No, I'm not wearing them. Are you kidding me? God. I took my glasses off and my model was blurry and I thought, yep, this is not going to go well.
Let it glow, let it glow. Yeah, Mittens is a superstar, friends.
Yep, I gave her a follow. Go give her one.
Multilingual, artist, miniature painter, streamer, storyteller. Get amongst it. So you're going to come up to Brisbane, Benny, or what, for QMHE, or is it not on the cards, you reckon, with COVID?
I don't reckon at the moment. Work's just fucking me around with times and everything now, especially with this COVID stuff. We are in and out, like constantly working from home one week and then not the next. It's just such a bit of a fuck around. So I don't think we'll make it up for this time.
That's a shame, buddy.
Yeah, it is. I was going to ask too if that was still going to be going.
Well, I mean, we had our 3-day lockdown, and then we came out of it, and I think signs are positive up here. But yeah, you can never tell, right? Like,
yeah, it just comes out of nowhere.
There was this event up here that's been held up here it's called the Abbey Museum Medieval Tournament, and they have like a massive fucking 3 days of medieval feasting and jousting and fucking all sorts of crazy stuff, and they have huge festival. It's like once every year, and last year it got cancelled, and this year they were like really excited because it was coming back, and they had all this fucking planning done and everything was great. And then literally 2 days out from the thing, we went into lockdown.
Fuck.
And so the entire year's worth of planning and stuff just got fucking thrown out the door, and they were absolutely shattered. Like,
yeah,
they were devastated because it's one of the main sources of funding for the museum.
Shit.
So so it could just be like that, mate. Like, we could be all systems go. 2 days before the event, we could go into lockdown, and that could be it. So, don't know. Don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of how it's been here. Like, we were getting ready to go away for a little getaway weekend because I proposed to Bunny, and then that just stopped. It's the weekend dead on, just bang, and then same with our other friends out, a wedding and everything. It's just been such a pain in the ass to do anything. But it's just one of those things where it's like, don't plan anything for the next year or two, is what we've been sort of saying, and just kind of ride it out.
I'll be disappointed if Queensland Model Hobby Expo doesn't go ahead, though, because it's probably going to be the only event that I'm going to be able to put Camelot up on show at. I'm not going to be able to go to anywhere else, I don't think so.
Yeah, I hope it goes through for that sec too, man. I'd love to see it on the table with like other stuff around it. I reckon it'll be sick. Take a bunch of photos.
I will, mate.
It's not
on
love
the
to do that.
radio. All right. Making good progress tonight. What's the time? Oh, it's 8:30. Wow. Double fisting.
He's looking good. He's looking real good.
Yeah, it's at a museum. It's called the Abbey Museum. It's on near Bribie Island up in Brisbane. And it's just like a little, very small museum that's got some historical artefacts from the area and some other stuff. It's quite cool. But yeah, they hold the Mr. Orange Generals. Thank you, mate. Yeah, just got some cool stuff there. But they host the medieval tournament every year. It's time to let it glow. Well, I asked them the other day if they had power running to the display tables, and they don't.
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm
they don't.
No, I'm contemplating buying a little portable, like battery-powered AC outlet.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to cost me like $150. I just think to myself, fucking hell, $150 just for 1.5 days of displaying a little fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Just-
because it's going away after that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I'm sending it overseas. It's just not worth it. I don't think.
Yeah. Fuck. How are you gonna ship that?
Oh,
Have you thought of that?
yeah, I went and visited my mate who's got a whole woodshed, and we talked about building a box. I figured it all out. I think it's going to be fine. He's building me a specific box that I'm going to drill the base of the thing to, that sits inside it, and then it's going to have wooden sides that I'm going to fill with, like bean bags and stuff so it doesn't move around. I'm going to like bubble wrap all the individual bits, the trees and stuff, and then I'm going to wrap the whole wooden crate in bubble wrap, and then put that inside a box. Wow. So I feel like it's going to be okay.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sturdy.
Mittens reckons I should just stand there and spin it myself. It's not a bad plan, mate. I've heard worse ideas.
You know, like those sign people out the front of places with spinning the sign?
Spinning it around, flipping upside down.
Yeah, just get one of those like Lazy Susan table things and just give it a good spin.
It's on a Lazy Susan. It's already on one. You just can spin it. It's fucking so good.
You just need to get a massive ripcord in there.
Wes, in fact, on Wednesday this week, I'm going to be doing a 6-hour stream to celebrate 6 months of streaming. Isn't that glorious? And I do have... I spent today with my mate. We played 2 games of Ankh. And
how is it?
Yeah, it's really good actually. We're big fans of it. Particularly Koki and I. We played 2 games this morning and the 5-player game the other night. We played a couple of scenarios and we added the Pharaoh expansion. So yeah, it's really, really good. The models are obscenely good, but the game's quite good too.
Are they going to do a retail release?
There is a retail release, but a lot of the stuff on there, a lot of the stuff is it's Kumini or not, so they make a lot of it exclusives. Okay. But there is a retail release. So.
Okay, sick. Is this the one you had the Kickstarter issues with, the shipping?
Yeah. No. Well, no. There's another one. There's another one, a pirate one.
Yep. I must have got confused.
But yeah, so we played 2 games of it today that were just 2-player games, just to try out at that size, and yeah, it's really, really cool. The dynamic of 2 players is really different to the 5 players, and the way that the structure of the game pans out, it's very cool. So, but yeah, we then pulled out Oath, and I spent the rest of the day trying to fucking learn how to play Oath, which is this new game. Oh, fuck.
I haven't heard of it now.
Oh man, fucking impressive. I actually think so. Koki and I talked about it a lot today because we were just like, where does it rank? It's definitely better than Blood Rage. Definitely better than Blood Rage, and it may actually be better than Rising Sun, but I think Benny probably won't understand what I'm saying here, but the people in the chat will. It's got a less, like Rising Sun is just decision space like this, right? You just got so many choices, and it often feels overwhelming. Whereas with Ankh, it feels a little bit more like structured in how you approach your turns and what you can do. But as we were playing today, there was so many like elements of it that just were like, oh fuck, well if I do this, then you're going to do this, and I know you've got Temple attuned, which means this guy's going to win this combat. So if I do this, it's going to then let you steal this monument away from me, and all it just was like really, really deep, more deep than I expected it to be. Blood Rage, I feel like is the worst of the 3 games, right? it's very easy to break the game. One of the best things that they did was release that monster in the latest Kickstarter, which lets you deploy into zones that are full. But having said that, the thing about Blood Rage is it's probably the most fun. Like, it is the most fun of the 3 games because you just have crazy shit happen. Rising Sun feels like the most well designed and the most innovative in a lot of ways, but Ankh feels like it may be as good a game with players who aren't as competitive. But yeah, time will tell. We'll no doubt play it a few more times this year. We'll probably play it around 10 times this year, I would think, and then we'll decide. That's correct. That is correct. The problem with Blood Rage now, for me, g'day CG Mini Painting, is I know all of the cards from Blood Rage, every single card that you can get in the game, and so that level of knowledge puts me at a significant advantage to other people when we draft. When you do a draft, it's almost not fair because I have a much greater level of knowledge in what they do, and like there'll be games where people will pass cards over to me that I just look at them and go, bro, you really shouldn't do that. You should take this one instead. And that is Blood Rage's downfall. Rising Sun doesn't have that problem as much because it's all open information, and so it's a little bit harder to get it wrong. Ankh is even less hard to get wrong because there's much less closed information. Everyone knows exactly what's out there. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So all you mostly play games with, they would have been competitive Warhammer fellas as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, this should be a fun red glow, this one. Red glow. Yeah, give it a go, Wes, at 2. I wasn't sure how it was going to play at 2, but the tempo was really interesting. There was moments where we were like, because there's two things in play in your turn, right? You have these action tracks, which you take 2 actions from the action tracks, and then there's also this event track. And when anyone reaches the end of an action track, you move the event track along, right? So it's very simple, and the actions are move your dudes, summon a dude, gain money, or buy a new power. Like, those are it. But those tracks are limited, so when you reach the end of one of those tracks, it triggers the next event. And the events are pretty straightforward too. There's take control of a monument, which is like a sphinx or a fucking all sorts of other shit. And then there's also ones where you have a fight. And so what we were finding was I really wanted to take monuments more than I wanted to summon figures. So I would stop doing actions that would benefit me on the board so that I would gain the event action when my opponent didn't have an option to reach the end of the track. And so it created this super interesting metagame about, well, if you move this, then I'm going to get this thing, which will mean I can do this, which you can do that, and just created this really interesting chain reaction of decision making. And then the combats themselves were pretty dynamic too because of the cards. Anyway, I'll stop talking now, Benny, because I know you've got no idea what I'm talking about.
No, it's all good. I don't mind listening. This is like every other stream.
Every stream of yours as well, mate. No one knows any fucking thing what you're talking about.
Yeah, mate, I got no idea either, to be honest. It used to just be my mum who watched it. I think we've not rocking up, so it's pretty
Alright, it's red glow time. Here we go. Here we glow. Here we glow, here we glow, here we glow. Here we glow, here we glow, here we glow.
You said you were working on a dungeon crawl, yeah? For
Yep.
yourself?
Kind of. Got a mate of mine who's got a games company, so sort of working
Okay.
on something. Yeah.
That makes it a bit easier.
Yeah.
Have you always wanted to do that sort of stuff? Because I remember you said on one stream with the Steam Forge or something. I think it was one company.
Well, I did, mate. I did write a game.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's published. It's called Judgment.
Oh, I've painted shit from that.
Yeah.
Wait, you wrote that?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's alright.
If you go, sorry, let me rephrase that. What happened was, I was like, I wanted to write a game, and I had written up a lot of cool stuff, and I messaged one of my mates, who's Andrew, who's the guy who ended up producing the game. I was like, oh, what do you think of this? And he got involved, and he wanted to go crazy. G'day, Rafa! He wanted to go crazy and like invest money in it and stuff, and I was like, no, we're not ready, mate. We're not ready. Just let me keep working on it and blah blah blah. And he was like, no, let's go. And so in the end, what happened was I'd basically written probably 75% of the core rules and a few bits and pieces, but there was a lot of shit to go. And I just said, oh look, mate, I know you're really excited. I'll sign it all over to you, and you can do it. So he took over. He's the one who did all the hard work. Like he produced all the models. He did all of the extra work and stuff, but I wrote the core mechanics of the game. So if you go and look in the original Judgment rulebook, it says Big Deno as the games designer. But
there you go.
more recent ones have not said that, because it's undergone a lot of revisions now. So
yeah.
But yes, I've always wanted to design games. And I think I will end up doing that at some point.
Yeah, definitely. You've got the head for it, like the mind, thinking wise and all that.
Yeah, I love Cole's designs. Wes, he's easily the most exciting games designer out there at the moment. From what I've seen of Oath, it looks like it just breaks conventional games design in so many ways, and it's very exciting. So, that's an exciting idea, Wes. Yellow from the top will be hard to sell, I think, but it could work. It could work. So give it a go, I'd say, on a couple of test models. I've got a few paint. I've got like 7 models left to go in fucking Rising Sun, and I've got like 5 models left to go in Tainted Grail, and then I just keep fucking starting new projects. I've got to fucking buckle up and finish one of these games projects. Well, I'm going to be finished Curse City, I suppose, so that's exciting.
Yeah, that's true. You finished Kingdom Death pretty quick too when you were painting.
Yeah, that's true as well. I finished Kingdom Death. I've only got, well, I haven't. I've got about 30 survivor models and the tree to go, but they're all non-essentials. You can just use the core survivor models. You don't have to use any of them.
Yeah.
What's going on? RRAAFFFFF3. Mate, painted is always better than unpainted on the tabletop, so I think you'll find that it looks fine. I just think it would be hard to do super effectively, but get amongst the pasta bake, son. Nothing wrong with a good solid pasta bake. I had a little bit of Brinner for dinner. It's breakfast dinner. I had bacon, eggs and French toast. That was my dinner tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good dinner.
Oh, it's fucking awesome, man. Absolutely loved it. But I normally on a Sunday night, my tradition is to go for a run, and then have a nice feed, and then get stuck into streaming. I always feel like I need to have a run after, a day, because Mondays is my office day. I spend a lot of my day sitting down doing fuck all.
Yeah.
So I like to go for a run, just clear the brain and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And so I was keen to do that today, so because I've been on holidays this week, so I did fuck all today, just played board games. I was like, I'm fucking jazzed for a run. And I went to get my gear on, and I'm looking around for my fucking shoes. I'm like, where the fuck are my running shoes? I left them at my girlfriend's house. I forgot to bring them home on the weekend. So I'm like, I can't go for a run. So I just did some weights and then got stuck in. But I feel lethargic. I feel not at my best.
The run, you needed it.
I do. I need to run. I don't watch USC. Who was the Kiwi he was fighting with? Is my cunt still around? Is he still fighting?
Even these severed heads are great little models to paint up.
Man, that is it. The Lord of Blights you're doing?
Yeah, like the three heads up on the crop.
Fuck, it's a good model, man.
He's got.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's fucking great little figure.
Yeah, I painted it. He's mad.
I love that they've just pulled his back skin folds back and
Yeah.
shoved a plank of wood down. It's fucking
Yeah.
sick.
There's so many little neat details on it, eh?
Yeah. And it's good too, because I haven't painted the back of something for a while.
I feel ya.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, Wes, I'm going to be playing Oath tomorrow night, I think. So I'll let you know how we go. It's going to be a bit of a brain burner because I've been trying to figure out how to teach it today. Been like spending a fuck ton of time going, how do I teach that? How the fuck do I teach that?
Is that your role in the group, the teacher? Like you learn it all first and then it's relayed?
Usually. I mean, there's a couple of us who do it. Wedgie also does it. He's happy to teach.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it usually depends whichever one of us has brought the game or knows the game will teach it.
Yeah,
But yeah, so there's only two of us that teach the games. It's actually funny. One time, I taught Twilight Imperium to Wedgie, and it's a fucking hard game to teach. There's so many fucking rules. Like one of the crucial rules is if you ever lose your home planet, which can happen. It doesn't happen often, but it can happen. You can't score victory points because it's like your people won't let you succeed because you've lost your home planet.
Yeah.
And it's like this sort of niche rule. You don't really think about it that much because you don't often lose your home planet. And I did say at the very start, when I was teaching Wedgie the game, that it's like a 45-minute teach, that game. I was like, yep, and don't lose your home planet because bad things happen. But I don't think I explained to him the specifics.
Yeah.
And so it got to a point where he's at 9 points, 1 point away from winning. He's about to win the fucking game. And one of the other guys is like, I've got to stop him winning the game. And he just dives into his hometown and fucks him up. And stopped him from scoring the last point to win the game. And he was fucking livid. He was like, man, why didn't you tell me I couldn't score? I was like, I fucking sort of did, mate. But he's like, you didn't, or I wouldn't have fucking moved this unit away. And he has never let me live it down now. So
That's the best.
hey, Rowie. We will probably be fine, mate. I think there's a nice balance in my group. We've got one dude who's just absolutely fucking terrible at games. Like, he understands the rules and he every now and then he'll have a good game, but majority of the time he's just shithouse. He's just absolutely shithouse, and he gets smashed. Like the last game I think we played of Twilight Imperium, it got to the last turn. And I basically eliminated him from the game. He did nothing for the entire last turn. An hour and a half we were playing, and he did nothing. It was so great, and he was spewing. But he's really he has fun and he has a good time. So he's one guy, but he always knows the rules. Like he's always comfortable with the rules and stuff. Then we've got Caleb and I, who are both pretty competitive and come from like strong gaming backgrounds. But both of us are good at different things. Like I tend to be really good at engine builders, and he tends to be really good at like other games. And then we have Freezy, who's like the Joker of the group. And when I say Joker, I don't mean like he's having a laugh. I mean he's like the fucking Joker, where he just wants to watch the world burn. He'll just do stuff because he knows it's going to fuck us off, and like just because he's a fucking lunatic. So he's the guy I reckon's going to get into Oath because the game is all about I'm going to do shit just to fuck other people off.
Yeah.
And then there's Koki, who's very much bad as well as also very good. I've not played Eclipse. I'm keen to play Eclipse. It's sort of supposed to be Twilight Imperium in a slightly more economic sense. So I would like to get around to playing it, but I don't think I will anytime soon.
I got a question for you.
Go.
How long have you actually been painting for? I got no fucking idea.
Painting toy soldiers?
Yeah.
I painted my first toy soldiers when I was in grade 3.
Oh fuck, so forever.
But for probably the first, I don't know, 20 years or whatever, I was just painting army stuff. It's only been in the last 6 years now that I've started painting display stuff and focusing on my painting quite seriously. So, yeah, I started going when I was in grade 3.
Yeah.
And how old are you when you're in grade 3? Let me think about that.
I've got no idea.
You're 17 in grade 12. So that'll be 9 years prior to grade 12. So you'd be 8. I was 8 years old when I first started, when I painted my first model. There you go.
Okay. There you go. Fuck. Alright, forever.
So 30 years I've been painting.
Jeez. So what made you jump to display then? What was the thing that caught your eye that sort of made the swap?
So I came back from a international tournament called the World Team Championships for War Machine. And me and my team, we were into the grand final, into the final round, and we were the favourites to win. And we had a couple of things go against us. I don't like to belabour luck too often because I believe the more you practice, the luckier you get. And there's very few games I've lost when I feel like the dice were responsible for it. And I don't feel like the dice were responsible for this. I feel like we made some decisions that we could have done differently, but we lost the game, and one of the things we lost on was a 97% chance. So we lost a game where we would have won at 97% of the time, based on the maths of what was happening. So we came back, and we'd all decided we were going to take a break after that anyway, and so we took a break and we started playing a new game which was called Guild Ball. I don't know if you've ever heard of Guild Ball, but it's
I've heard of Guild Ball.
Yeah, so it's a game where you have 6 models, fuck all models, and so I was like, I might try and do a bit of painting on these guys. So I spent heaps of time painting the models from Guild Ball and really getting into painting them and like working harder on my painting than I had in a long, long time. And around that time, I took a class with Meg Maples to try and improve and get better and stuff. And so I remember that class being something that made me sit back and go, wow, fuck, I really enjoyed that. Hey, Paulie, what's going on? Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul. So that was basically it. I just decided, I'm going to fucking do this painting thing a bit seriously, and I sort of stopped putting as much emphasis on the playing side of things and started putting more emphasis on the gaming, and that's where I'm at.
There you go. Shit, there you go. And then I guess it was all just from then on, you just obsessed over it, sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Broke down my marriage, those sorts of things. Pretty normal stuff. This is Benny. It's Benny from Benny X Leighton from Melbourne.
G'day.
Great friend of the show.
You can call me Little Benno, half the size but twice the man.
Little Benno and Big Deno, boom. The White OSL superstar.
Fuck, I'm gonna do the best White OSL piece at one stage.
You're fucking not.
I'm gonna just practice that for fucking 10 years.
Is Bunny joining us or what? Get Bunny on the chat, mate. Or is she at work? Or something?
Nah, she's sitting behind me. She's building Lord Croak.
G'day, Bunny. That's a good model, Lord Croak.
Dano says g'day. So yeah, she had a long work day, so she's just kind of chilling out.
Good for her.
Yeah. No, she's trying to paint up a Lord Croak. She's doing miniatures, getting her out of her comfort zone.
Good.
So there's no big titties on this. It's just
that is a fantastic model to start with. I tell you what.
Yeah. Well, she's doing a little skink thing as well. But we got no idea about Warhammer, so it's
Star
some little.
Priest.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
I saw it,
So
mate.
she's doing that first, and then she's gonna jump straight into the big boy.
Because your picture's at the bottom of the stream, mate, everyone was thinking that you're this month's giveaway. So you okay with that?
Yeah, you know what? Subscribe to Dino Fellas, and I'll send you a photo of the Party Monday suit.
Take you out for a night on the town digitally.
Yeah. A one-on-one lesson of how to not paint white object source lighting. This is a good one. Oh, I got to start this dragon dock soon. Got to figure out what I'm doing with these eggs. I think I'm going to do that. I mentioned the other day I want to do like a sort of try to do a red glow,
Yeah.
like they're sort of on
Glowing
fire.
from inside. That'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah. See how I go.
Do you have many projects sitting there that you just like, fuck, I've got to get to that one day, and then every time you think about starting it, there's always something else that just you want to do more?
Yeah, yeah. There's so many, man. Like that little Bilbo one I did. I painted the figure up, and then I didn't build the scenery for him for like 6 months because I just kept getting lured away by other stuff.
On your bun. Have a little cheeky
Piece
meltdown.
11.
Fuck, piece 11.
Yep, that's standard. That's standard. But yeah, I got so many. Like this little dwarf guy, I really like painting the little dwarf, and then now they got to the eggs, I kind of lost a bit of steam. Because it's 3 of the same thing essentially, and I just struggle when it's just the same stuff. I just get a bit bored. There's so many other exciting things that lure me in. Yeah, I'm up to that. Painted all my every time Lucas Pen's done a release this year, I've finished that within the month, so that's been good. So I've painted all his. I've got that new one he's done, that Troglodyte dude that's coming. I picked what did I get the other day? This Murloc wizard from BS Sculpt, I think he is, some Russian guy. But he does these sick like World of Warcraft sculpts. So that should be in the mail now, so that'll be sick to get that. But yeah, constantly I don't really do like, this is the first time I've actually done 2 projects at the same time. I like to start one and finish it before I start the next thing.
Yeah.
Because I've got one project still that a dragon that I started ages ago that I never have gone back to just because the thought of it kills me.
I know. I've got a little shelf right beside me which has got a few models on there that need to be finished. I've got and every time I think to myself, just finish that one, Deno. I'm just fucking can't convince myself that I want to do it. Yeah.
No, I've got this fucking dragon with these wings, and I've done 1.5 of the wings, and I just cannot be fucked. And that's it too. Like I'm pretty good at that. Like I'm like, all right, that's not giving me any enjoyment. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah. Which on one side of the fence is a really positive mindset, right? You're only doing stuff that you're excited about and enthusiastic about and enjoying your hobby, which is perfect. But at the same time, that there's a sense of completion you get from finishing a project that's been sitting there. I vividly remember I had this Daenerys Stormborn figure that I bought from Nuts Planet. It's called Mother of Dragons. It was that bust, really beautiful bust. Really, I did a whole range of them. Really awesome bust. Fuck, it was so good. And I remember buying it way back when I wasn't very good, and I was like, yeah, I'm so fucking excited. And I got it, and I started painting it, and it was fucking terrible. Like I did the fucking worst job. I could not figure out how to paint it. It did my head in. So I put it aside. I came back 6 months later. I gave it another crack, and it was better, but it was still terrible. And I reckon it took me 4 attempts over about 3 years until I finally nailed it, and I felt so satisfied when I finished it. So
yeah.
anyway, I'm just gonna grab some zombies, friends. Here's some zombies that I finished this week. So these little zombie. Where are?
Small man with a beard. You can't. You can keep painting dwarfs and gnomes and so.
Hey, roll to explode! Raid!
Oh shit! Double raid.
Raid! What a legend! Hey! What's going on? How's things your neck of the woods today? Is everyone really devastated about the results? Everyone's sad. G'day, Blinky. We used to have a koala called Blinky Bill. Was he a koala? Yeah, he was a koala. Blinky Bill. It's a good name, Blinky. You're an honorary Australian. So while I'm here, we might just go through and show off some of the Curse City models that I've been painting, because they're all sitting up there now, so I can reach them and grab them pretty easily. Very good. Yes. It's Coming Rome is what has been plastered all over my social media. Oh
fuck! That zombie looks sick.
Yeah. So these are the zombies I did today or yesterday. So I did 10 of those bad boys. They're mad models actually. They're fucking legends. Arr, arr. So yep. So some zombies, all good to go. I'll show all my Curse City stuff. So yeah, I'm only about 6-7 models left now. So these are the skellies I did. Here is Halgrim. I did him on stream. Check him out. He's glorious.
Yeah, he's good.
Well said, Blinky. Whoa, dropping Radikar the Wolf. There he is. He's the boss. Might do some tweaking on him, but he's the boss. And we got this big Strigoi vampire. I'm an old school guy, so I don't call them what their proper names are these days. I just call them by what I remember him as. He's a big Strigoi. Raw. There's him. This dude is Torglius the Chamberlain. Yeah, so he's quite an interesting model to paint. I did him yesterday's stream, actually. The red is, if you go back and watch some of my streams, Champion, I've actually done it on stream in most cases, so you can go and watch. But I do a quick layer of the airbrush, and then I go back in with the brush to add some details and so forth. This guy's called Verkos Bloodborne. He's just a vampire. And this is Cleona. She's a priestess. Some country.
They're good models.
Oh, unreal models. And this is a dwarf. His name is Dagny Holdenstock. This is Jelson Darrock, the witch hunter. And this is Shovel Guy. Shovel Guy. Yeah, I think he's the best too. So I've saved my best models to last. Oh shit, I've only got 7 to go. Yeah, I've saved my favourite models to last. So you can go back up there, buddy. So can you get out of my face. This guy's going to be the next dude I do. Probably do him tomorrow. And then I'll do Kulathis the Exile. Oh, is it? Might go check that out. Ignis Art, in case you're wondering, friends. Ignis Art. How much? Look at that later. I was looking through because the chick who does Ignisard posted on her page a couple of the 75mm figures, the 75mm dreams, and yeah, there's some really great figures in there, like the Pearl, Ignis Lesser, and the Pixie are all fucking like really beautiful, dynamic sculpts. How much would it be to get all of them? Add to cart. Add to cart. Add to cart. Add to cart. €250 and $39 shipping. Bit excessive, really, isn't it? I'll fucking do it. G'day, Thor and Space Cow. Yeah, I'm not good enough at the old printing business, so these chaps are going to be great fun to paint because they're big stonky models.
These building.
Yeah, they're going to be mad fun. But yeah, so these and then this ogre's pretty good too.
Such a bummer that they fucked that up and they only did limited amount.
It is. And then there's a wood elf, quite partial to a wood elf. So, and this, the last model I'm going to paint, probably the best model, the Paladin. I'm going to decide the order I'm going to paint him in. Actually, this guy next, then the ogre. Oh, and I've got wizard dude too. Wizard dude. If we can't knock them all out by Wednesday's stream, we're fucking doing something wrong.
Oh, Wizard Dude's sick.
Yeah, Wizard Dude's mad. Look at his fucking beard. So inscrutable.
That's good. I like it.
Stay on target, Dino. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Stay on target. Stay on target. I can't shake him. What?
Oh no, Bunny's just saying that it's weird because she can hear me on the stream and hear me speaking on the same room with it.
Sorry, buddy. I hope you can forgive us. Specifically me. I hope I still remain #1 Australian painter in your heart.
You're getting close, I reckon. There you go.
I got fucking more personality than Colwell. Come on now. That guy's about as interesting as a doormat.
Oh, fuck, there you go.
Tell us more about your fucking Space Marines, Colwell. You fucking idiot.
Did you hear what she said?
No.
She said that Kyle followed her on Instagram, though.
I don't follow many people on Instagram, mate. Colwell's he follows about 7,000 people. It's like, yeah, not a big deal, mate, when Colwell follows you. When Big Dano follows you, though, you know you've made it. That's all it is. That's all it is, mate. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, I do. That's the goal. That's the only goal. What did you reckon of the little Discord hangout the other day?
Yeah, it's good fun.
I actually don't mind it. I could kind of prefer it a bit to streaming too.
The reason why it's better than streaming is the same as I said. You can talk to people and not have to put down your paint thing you're painting. Which is an advantage, but I also think in a Discord you get into a bit of an echo chamber of people that already think you're great, and might not give you same sort of feedback. Not to say that anyone on this stream has really told me I'm shithouse, but yeah, I don't know.
You're after that. That's what you want.
Yeah, it's a mutual wank fest when you get on Discord.
Definitely. Except everyone just keeps telling me how Bunny's better than me and mine, so it doesn't really work out for me.
Well, I'm telling you that on my stream, mate, so that's fucking perfect.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everywhere I go. So, you know, I'm constantly getting pushed. That's good.
Mate, you know you will always get the unvarnished truth from me.
That's 100% why I annoy you so much.
And the unvarnished truth is that she is shitting all over your face right now.
Oh, it hurts, but it's true. But you know what, I'm doing alright because she can't put together this mini and she's lost a piece for it, so, and I've got mine assembled and halfway nearly done, so don't kink shame flick.
Hey, people in glass houses, flick. Oh, my stream's frozen. That's annoying. Just as I'm airbrushing some red glow. It looks so good. Alright, stand by, friends. I'm just going to fix my camera. Take me approximately 6 seconds. I do not have it tagged into a capture cable on my computer. It is an Elgato Camlink cable.
Okay.
Velvet and paint. Thank you for following. Just goes into a HDMI.
Okay, so
Would putting it into one of those things help it flick? Would that make it better? Should I do that? I think I pestered Flick enough about this early on. I've just accepted I'm never going to be a professional streamer, mate. Aha, she found 11. What a star.
oh fuck now, great.
Thanks for hosting CG Mini Painting. I don't know if that indicates that you have trundled off and are doing something else, or if it just means you added me to your auto host list, but whatever it is, I appreciate you.
I think that's the nicest thing you've said on stream.
I say a lot of nice things, Ben, not to you.
Yep, I feel that.
Bunny, did you hear my story about Peach before? Were you hanging around for that?
I don't know. Oh, wait. Yeah, did you hear that about his cat? I'll show you the photo. It's fucking gold.
it's very, very funny. So, just for those new people on the stream, my cat, unfortunately, she passed away a couple of months ago. She was just hanging out at and got hit by a car, dickhead. And it was very sad. I was fucking devastated. Anyway, that was about a month ago now, maybe more. And my girlfriend and I were just chatting about it. Like, she used to go out for little wanders, like little rambles around the town, and she's done that ever since I've had her. But when I was at my last place, she used to go to this other lady's house and just hang out there all day. Like, she just had a second family. She'd go and hang out there. And so when she was when I moved in here, she just started going away again. And for probably the last 6 to 12 months, she was hanging out at another person's house. And I had no idea, but I suspected, but I had no idea. Anyway, so I'm walking back from the shoppos today, and I see this sign on the next door neighbour's house, a block of apartments, and it's this missing cat, and it's a fucking picture of my cat. And they've renamed the fucking thing too. They've given her a new name and everything. And they're like, oh yeah, our cat's gone missing. Can you fucking, can you tell us, here's a reward for if you find her. So I'm like, here we go. Couple of bucks coming Deno's way. So anyway, I sent him a message and said, oh hey, yeah, I'm sorry to tell you this, but my cat's, my poor cat's passed away, and I'm glad to know that she's spent some time with you and made you happy, because she's a really good cat and blah blah blah. Anyway, so we get to chatting, and they had heaps of questions because they had no idea about me. She just rocked up and they were like, let's look after this cat, and then she just spent most of her time there. So they're like, oh, how old is she, and like what, where do you live, and we've always been so perplexed by all these things. Anyway, so they're telling me about it, and they send me this picture of them and Peach, and I just cracked up today. Here's the picture for everyone on the stream. I just absolutely lost my shit. It was just like they got her in a Christmas hat. They're sending this out. They're sending this out to all their fucking family members. Going, here's our cat. Oh my god, it is all time. And there's Peach just like, oh yeah, food and pats from every motherfucker. What's going on?
It's so good.
I cracked up, and then I sent him some pictures of her when she was a little kitten and stuff. It was very nice. It was a nice moment, and it was alternately super sad and really satisfying as well, because it was nice to know that she was really looked after in the last few years, not just by me but by someone else, but also depressing to just see my cat again. I haven't seen her for over a month now. So
how did they take it?
Oh, they're pretty sad. Yeah, they're pretty upset. Cause she was an awesome cat. My mate Koki came over this morning to play games, and we were chatting about her. He's like, every time I came over, she'd just come and sit on my lap, without fail. And you don't get many cats like that. She was more like a dog than a cat in many ways.
Super friendly.
Yeah, just used to hang out with me all the time. I'd be sitting down, she'd want to sit on my lap. I'd be reading on my computer on my bed or whatever, and she'd just be like, hey, what's up? Let's hang out.
Oh, that's cute. Animals best.
Hugo's birthday tomorrow. He turns 1, the big boy.
What are you doing? Take him to the park or something?
He's going to have a special Hugo 1-year-old cake that we got made for him. It's got his name on it and everything, little boy. And he's going to daycare. He loves going to daycare, so we're just going to let him do his thing at daycare, normal day, and and then we'll pick him up and give him his cake, and he's going to fucking absolutely freak over that.
Well, that's the best. We do the same thing with our little fella.
Alright, I think we're going to call this guy done, because he's pretty much done, almost.
Yeah, it does. Bunny was just saying the pic of the couple with Peaches, it looks like she looks a bit shocked, like, oh, I've been caught out. The photo's proof.
Yeah. They found me.
Yeah. It's like, shit.
My cover's blown. My cover's blown.
Yeah.
It's just fucking classic.
So good.
Alright. That dude can be done, I think, because I don't want to paint any more on this model. Yeah. Enjoy that. Look at that, what a piece of cake. Yeah, good. Every house I stayed at, she had a second family. She would just go and be like, yep, what's doing? Hello, I'm Peach. Hello, yes. Like to be your friend, thanks. So let's do it. So this dude is a rich nobleman. Young rich nobleman. Glorio von Alten III, I think is his name. if I remember rightly. Might be. So I'm going to paint him next. And that will leave me with 6 models to go. 7 models to go. 6 models to go? 6 models to go after this guy.
You said you're on holidays, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on holidays this week. Back to work on Monday. And my week is pretty relaxed. I'm going to do my 6-hour stream on Wednesday. And I'll play games Tuesday night. Might play games Thursday night. And then I'm going to do fucking nothing on the weekend. Because I'm not going to enjoy going back to work.
Yeah.
After so much glorious time off.
Oh, yeah. It's tough.
Tough times. What should we do, stream? Should I get started on this? So just do some base coats on this guy? I feel like I probably will, actually. Might just
come on.
Get in. Get in.
Yeah,
6-hour stream flicker Wednesday. I should be like, okay, so when can I have my $200? Cheers.
Yeah, your cat's actually my cat, and
Give me the cash! Another great old film reference. I've been on fire with the old film references tonight. If anyone can tell me where that one's from. $5. Give me the cash! Could you imagine that? Oh, that would be all time. Chopper is not correct. It's not the most well-known line from the film. Alright, you've all given up because nobody's responded. The answer was The Fifth Element.
I haven't watched that in so long.
Right at the start, when Corbin is in his apartment, a dude robs him, tries to rob him, holds a gun up, he's like, give me the cash!
That's such an obscure reference.
We say it all the time. We say it all the time at fucking flicks. Yeah. Great. Great film.
Yeah, I tried to show Bunny and she just was not having it. But I think it was like the Willow situation.
Yeah. Nostalgic.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker was the best. Come on, man.
Ruby, rah!
Ruby, rah! So great. Let's try some different techniques on this guy. Unbelievable. That's the best show I ever did. Come on, man. Super green. Great film. G'day, Rhino72 Paints. This is a guy who did some awesome box arts for the Judgment team. Hello, mate.
Oh. I know this guy.
What are you doing, champion? It's a beautiful party Monday, mate. No doubt you're also wearing a tie. Hope you're going well, mate.
I love painting rusty things.
I am having a good day, mate. Yes, I'm on holidays this week, so I'm doing a whole lot of fucking nothing and painting toy soldiers, which is just glorious, really.
Six hours, that'd be your longest stream, yeah?
Yeah, I think I've done 4 hours, 4 and a bit hours when I was playing some Gloomhaven, but yeah, 6 hours will be my longest stream.
You're gonna get like 4 projects done.
G'day, Benson. Thanks for the follow, mate. Well, I'm hoping that will bring Curse City to a close, or very close to it. And then I'm going to get off stream, and I'm going to watch Loki and relax on the couch. It's going to be great. I'm already excited about the relaxing on the couch afterwards, eating. I'll probably eat some sort of Uber Eats.
What's your go-to in Brisbane on Uber Eats?
Well, we've got some good options. Quite partial to a Betty's Burgers. But yeah, Guzman's what I'm going at the moment. Every time I'm like, oh yeah, what should I have for dinner tonight? It's always Guzman.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
Fuck, it's so good.
Burrito Bowl's my number one.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fucking good. They do it better than everywhere else. Do you guys have Mad Max up there?
Yeah, we have Mad Max. We have another one too. What are they called? We have Burrito Bar, and we also have one other one. It's like another Tex-Mex. They were super popular for a while.
Salsas?
Yeah, Salsas. That's the one. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's what I tell myself too. I'm like, yep, eating healthy tonight. Go this.
Guzman. Let's turn that off. I don't need any more likes on my Instagram, mate. I got enough. Didn't you see Camelot? Got fucking nearly 4,500. Fucking plenty of likes on that. So if anyone's wondering, I might just explain what I'm doing on this particular dude. So I decided to start with a very high value colour, which was white, that I airbrushed on. And then I've done thin layers of a variety of colours over the top of that I'm going to continue to add textural elements to. And then
Thank you, Bold Man Plays.
Then we'll go from there. See how that looks. Don't know really, but it should be okay. Moleman, it's Ben X Layton from Australia in Melbourne. He has also joined the stream tonight, just having a chat. Wearing his tie.
I actually know Mole Man. I think I messaged him time to come on and see how good looking I
Checks in the mail, pal. Connie, don't encourage him, mate. Don't encourage that behaviour, alright?
Yeah, these are my intimidating glasses, Mole Man. And they're also my painting glasses. Probably says a lot why most of my paint job's a bit shit, but...
G'day, VPC. How are you, my good man? Or woman? Or other? Hope you're well. Well, I certainly am. I won't speak for Ben, but he's hanging out with me, which has always been one of his dreams. So
I am. This is like my make-a-wish dream come true. Just wanted to spend a quality Monday evening with Deno painting. I wanted to have the insults thrown at me in person, actually. That was a lot nicer.
It makes me want to make a joke about you having leukemia and like a Make-A-Wish Foundation because of your bald head, but just... That could be too far even for me.
Oh, shit. That's good.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Just really wanted to get on stream with Deno, so he could tell me how shit I was to my face.
I would never say that to your face, mate. Actually, I would. We both know I would.
Yeah, you would, don't try and be nice for the Twitch people.
No, I wouldn't. I haven't dropped a C-bomb on my Twitch stream yet. I'm surprised at that. It's been 6 months.
I'm shocked.
It has been
shocked.
6 months and I've managed to not drop one. I don't know how, because in my regular life, in my normal daily day-to-day life, I am dropping that thing like it's going out of fashion, but somehow I've managed to avoid it on here.
I wonder why. Subconsciously, or you just haven't...
No, I made an active decision to
Okay.
do that, because I know that other cultures may find that particularly offensive.
That's probably why I've only got 3 viewers, actually. It makes a lot of sense.
Particularly Americans. American people find that word extremely offensive.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I found this out in America after saying it. So, I went to a convention called Lock and Load in Seattle, and met this dude who's a fucking awesome War Machine player. His name's Jake Van Meter, and he's from Detroit. And
Yeah.
Detroit's a pretty rough town.
Yeah.
And we're walking around Seattle, and I'm just like, fucking F this and these C-bombs and blah, blah, blah. Like, just, talking the way I normally talk. And he's like, man, if you were in Detroit, you would have been shot by now.
Oh.
And I was like, well, okay. Note to self, don't go to Detroit.
Yep. Fuck. That is true. That is true, Moment.
Back in the day, I at that particular event, that was back in the height of the Oz Machine days, back when I was a podcast celebrity. We used to walk around and people would be like, "Oh my god, it's fucking Big Deno," and for real. And this one time, it was after the Iron Gauntlet World Championships, which was the event we'd gone over there for.
Yeah.
And my mate and I, we'd finished up. We'd been on video, streaming our game worldwide, and we walked into the Lego shop after this fucking tournament the day after. On our way to the airport, we went to the Lego shop, and this dude recognised us and asked us for a photo. And he had,
That's hilarious.
it was fucking awesome, man. I'm so popular. Where's
Oh, fuck.
this started off as a white Zenithal Prime, and then I did a number of quick successive layers with an airbrush of very dilute colour, so it sort of acts in the same way as a wash does, so it sinks into the recesses when it's super dilute. And then just hair dried that bad boy, get it dry, and then kept going on. So it's just like another technique, another tool in the arsenal of ways you can get your model fucking done, particularly for display models, or gaming models I should say, not display models. Don't paint your display models like this, people will think you're a fuckwit. See you, Kitten SSG, thank you. Have a great evening or day wherever you are.
Have a good, yeah, exactly what he said. Have a good one.
Wow, Ben, that was amazing.
Yeah, look, I fumbled on my words there, and then I just ended it.
You're a natural streamer, pal. You should do this professionally.
Every Sunday, you can catch me.
Yeah, give yourself a shout out. Give yourself a shout out, son. Get in there.
Alright, everybody.
Here it is.
X Leighton. Twitch.tv/Ben Leighton. You can learn exactly how not to paint every Sunday. You're only talking to Big Deno. Well, fuck me. Alright.
There you go. There's Benny's thing. If you want to go and watch a guy muddle his way through some very substandard painting, you fucking feel free. The best part about his stream is everyone gets on there and gives him shit.
It is good. It is good. My self-esteem has never been lower.
Someone's messaging me real quick. Who is it? Moopsy. Moopsy's getting in trouble from his missus for playing heaps of Gloomhaven with me at the moment.
You would be the worst for that.
I'm
You just constantly want to play games. Paint.
Yeah, I just am a serial offender when it comes to that stuff. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? So, mate, fuck it. It's 2 a.m, dickhead. Let's play some games. Woo! Oh, he can't play tonight. He's at the movies. That's a shame.
Movies? Fuck. What's even out?
Well, he's at the movies at his house, he means.
Oh, okay.
With his missus.
That makes more sense. I was like, fuck, is there even a good movie coming out?
Well, Black Widow came out on Thursday.
Yeah, I don't watch any of those Marvel films, mate.
Why on earth not? They're very good.
I'll tell you why. You see how obsessed I am with Star Wars and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I don't have enough room in my heart for something else.
Mate, make room.
I can't do it. We watched the Thor Ragnarok. That was pretty good.
Yeah, they're all fucking like that, mate, but better.
Nah, it's too much, mate. Because they keep releasing, like they did that Marvel Crisis Protocol game, right?
Yeah.
That's like fucking 50 other figures I want to collect if I get into it.
True.
And paint all those, and then build a whole fucking street like Sarastro has been.
Yeah, he's been doing some cool shit actually.
Fuck. Even that bloody the font he did on the Deadpool, that was incredibly good.
You know,
Someone who works with font daily, very well done.
He's a dude, right, who I look at. If you go back and watch his videos from like 4 or 5 years ago, he was a very ordinary painter. Like, great at doing gaming pieces, but some of the stuff he's producing recently is fucking very good. It's just like...
No. Yep, 100%. I watched a lot of his early Imperial Salt stuff.
Mm.
And then this latest, like, Marvel Crisis Protocol shit, I was like, holy fuck, he's gotten really good.
Yeah, really, really good. Impressively good.
No, he's great. He's someone who I actually watch all of his videos regardless of the content, just because I like seeing his approach, and he's kind of the same, gets straight to it.
Yeah, he doesn't faff about.
Yeah. He's real good.
He's done a lot of stuff with his airbrush and his wet palette recently, which I think's helped him. Just so you know, he's really good. It's not he's real good, mate. It's very poor grammatically.
He's doing well.
Spot on, Wezzy.
Yeah, you won't teach me grammar. As Green Boy said.
Green Boy has come into this chat hot and heavy tonight. Just because his mate Ben's on the chat doesn't mean I'm not going to fucking ban your pal. So, calm your fucking jets. The paint job he did on Cable too, Wes, was fucking pretty good as well. I think initially he just wanted to paint models and like do some painting videos and stuff, and I just think he's gotten significantly better, and he probably realised like mid last year, I'm actually getting pretty good at this now. So, and he's just started doing stuff that's awesome.
Yeah. And all the extra, like that truck he did, that looked good. The reflection in the mirror as well, just spot on.
Damn fucking straight you will, mate.
He is right though. You won't teach me anything about grammar. I can't read or write. I'm thick as pig shit.
It's not about reading or writing, mate. It's about speaking.
I can't do that either.
Well, you can.
Yeah, a little bit. Would have been a lot better if I paid attention in school. That would have helped.
I spent most of my school days reading. I had my head buried in a book. Used to piss my teachers off to no end.
Really?
They'd ask me questions and stuff, and I'd be like, yep, here's the answer. And invariably I'd get it right because I could half listen. And then I would never do any homework, and I'd never do any fucking stuff, and I'd come to the tests, and I'd get, I wouldn't ace it, but I'd fucking pass it. Used to piss them off so much.
We were complete opposites.
They were always like, just think about what you could achieve if you applied yourself, Deno. And I don't think they called me Deno retrospectively. I don't think they called me Deno just quietly, but. and then I would say to them, yeah, but just think about what I could achieve if I did exactly the same way, and still continued the way that I'm going. Wouldn't that also be great? And then I can keep reading my books, you fuckers.
Jeez.
Also, retrospectively, probably not what I actually said, but.
Yeah, like you fuckers. Yeah, totally different, mate. I did nothing in school. I did art and music, and I was an edgy music emo kid. And I remember my teacher's like, you got to learn how to spell and write. And I was like, yeah, no, fuck that. I just want to paint pictures and write emo songs.
I'm an artiste now. Oh my god, this guy has got a mirror. Yes. You fucking narcissistic fucking legend. Look at him. Fucking hell.
I just noticed that. That's gold. That's a good sculpt.
I think he probably is sponsored at this point, mate. It'd be a surprise if he wasn't. I'm certain he's sponsored by Red Grass. Those guys will sponsor anyone.
Yeah, fuck, they gave you a pal, didn't they?
Fuck yeah.
What a mistake. It's gonna be the review like, oh shit. You were using just a Tupperware lid before this, weren't you?
I was just using Coles, just a Coles one, cost me $6. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna upgrade to that.
I'm very interested to see like how I feel about this one after a few months, because I'm not someone who changes things easily.
Yeah.
And I also won't stick with something if it's no good.
Yeah. So, in a few weeks' time, we're back on the Coles palette.
At the moment, I feel like I'm probably going to stick with it. The way that it is keeping the paint is significantly better than the previous one, and I haven't even tried the special new fancy thing yet. So.
Oh yeah, the mushroom-infested membrane thingo.
Yeah. Whatever it is, mate. Whatever it is, I haven't tried it.
Like
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is either, mate. He's just like, yeah, it's our new thing. I was like, cool, mate. Just send me whatever you want. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll just fucking try it. I don't really care about the science behind it. Just if it works, I'll fucking use it.
Hey, well, I need to get one of these Vortex mixers.
Oh, fuck. I promised myself I'd buy one after Camelot. I still haven't got around to it. Maybe I'll do that when I get off stream. I'll go and
I went to get one for that Amazon Prime Day
Yeah.
because I had it in my car.
It's 150
Completely
bucks.
completely forgot about it.
Still 150 bucks, man. It's like, fucking hell, I can just mix my paint with my arms.
Yeah, I know. It's the same thing with me. But although my fucking Chimera white paint, that is thick as.
Mm.
I didn't think there was a ball bearing in there.
Was there? They're usually pretty good.
There is, but it's so thick for some reason. Like it's even hard to get it out. So I've got to shake the shit out of it before I do anything.
Shake, shake,
But
shake.
then it
Shake, shake,
okay.
shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Ow.
But I've been using those artist acrylics.
They're,
Try
they're
them
the,
out.
the tube ones from
Yeah.
Scale.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're not bad. They're real different though.
Really different.
Yep, there we go. Really different.
Craftworld use them all the time, almost exclusively, and I got to
Yeah.
try them when they were here. I like them. It's just I'm at the point now where I couldn't be fucked like starting a fresh. I say that right, but about 2 months ago I bought all the AK third gen paints, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't want to mix my own colours. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. It is nice just pre-grabbing stuff. Although I was going through the box, there's just a lot of brown in there.
Mm.
Like a lot of different tones of brown.
You need a lot of brown, mate. It's a fucking great colour.
I've been doing fine with 3.
You using contrast paints much, mate? At all?
The only time I've ever used them was I used a bit tonight on this shield, and it fucked it. Probably because I didn't use it right. And I used it on a bunch of like Lord of the Rings army minis. And I've only got like 3 or 4 of them. That was when they first came out, and they were going like crazy at our local GW store. And they didn't have the one I wanted to get. Still haven't got it yet. Is that snakebite leather one?
Yeah, that's the best one. It's the best colour, I think.
Yeah, I got this. Was it Griff Charger Grey? That's all right.
Yep.
But no, I haven't tried any of the others yet. But it's the same thing, like you said. It's just another way that I just can't really be bothered if it's too much of a hassle learning.
I really like them. I think they're really good product. I talk about them a lot. Esdane, thank you for following.
Do you thin it with the airbrush though?
Yeah, I thin it every time I use it using the Joe Sonia Magic Mix every time. So. Moleman plays. Thank you for following and thank you for hanging shit on Ben. Yeah, Volupus Pink. I got a top 5 contrast paints that I use, and they're Snakebite Leather, Volupus Pink, Achillean Green, Nasdreg Yellow, and then there's one of about 4 or 5, but probably Warp Lightning Green.
Robbie Hobbies, brown, famously being the hardest colour to mix. I reckon that's incorrect, because every time I mix on my palette, everything's fucking brown.
I feel like that may have been somewhat facetious, that comment, mate. And facetious means he's giving you a spray.
Oh, I thought that was something else.
He's having a go at you.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm used to that one.
Wampa, I'm sort of like, I wasn't really expecting to paint this guy, but I've found a really nice groove with him, and I'm enjoying. G'day Esdane, thanks for the raid, champion. Esdane, welcome to the stream, mate. How was your stream? It's going well, champion. Yes, we're painting some Cursed City models at the moment, having a ripping good time. But just for all those new people who are in the stream and haven't seen it, I'm just going to show you what I normally paint. I'm just going to show you a very quick video. It'll just be very brief.
My favourite part was that bald guy that was in there for a bit.
There go Sox. Everyone loves seeing that video. I've played it about 87 times, I reckon, in the last 2 weeks. So I'll bring you back, Benny. There you are. It's fucking so good. Anyway, that's what I normally paint, mate. But I'm painting some fun gaming models tonight. Thanks, CG Mini Painting. Appreciate that. Just a little something what I can do.
DG Mini, if you think that's good, you should check out his historical figure work. It's even better.
Don't think that I won't ban you as well. See you, Wampa. Might see you on Wednesday, buddy.
Hey. Yeah, but Bunny said she heard that's what you're known for, Deno.
Historical.
Yeah.
I'm also known for being really, really kind to painters that don't be fuckwits.
That is absolutely untrue.
That's true. No, I appreciate all the support I get for all of my pieces, be it pieces that I've spent 8 weeks upon or pieces that I've spent 4 hours on. You know, it's all the same.
You never saw it? Oh. It's Putty and Paint Goldworthy, that historical figure.
I didn't even
Check it
fucking
out,
upload it to Putty and Paint. I did not even bother. There's a couple of little things called mysterious object markers in Curse City, mate, but there's no scenery as such, no.
Some of those object markers might be my favourite little terrainy bits too.
They're pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind cutting them up and making like a sort of display board with them, like sort of graveyard thing. That'd be fucking sick.
Fucking heaps sick, eh? Well, I just got the stream to decide what colour scheme we're going to do that.
Idiot, I didn't hear. Did you just quote Trent from Punchy?
Fucking Trent.
Yeah, yeah.
Just fucking relax, eh? So many birds after me. They're like, hey Trent, give me back my purse. Just fucking relax, eh?
So good.
Kev is a sicko. Kev's got a big dicko.
Fucking heaps sicko.
That's heaps sicko. Do doughies and the gravel down Lidcombe Stage. That's heaps sicko. Ended up being a paid actor, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Wes. Sorry, Bunny, what were you going to say?
Oh no, she's talking to the dog.
Yeah, Wes, I use Volupus Pink a lot for skin tones, mate. Sometimes, usually unnatural looking skin tones. Sometimes I just want to add some purpley pink tones, so... As Dane, that's exciting, mate. Yeah, I really enjoy painting. It's good to keep your hands and your concentration active while you can do some other things as well. So, very cool, mate. Feel free to post some pictures of your works in the chat if you want. I don't make people post in the Discord like some people I know.
Who the fuck does that?
You do, dickhead.
No. Not even.
Just pop it in the Discord, mate. I'm not joining your Discord to fucking post photos on your stream, dickhead.
Well, you did, dickhead. It's a lot easier because I miss the chat and I don't want to fucking look at it when I'm in the zone.
I don't miss the chat, mate.
That's a lie. You missed fucking like 3 people's things tonight.
No, I didn't. If I missed it, I don't fucking want to talk to them, that's all. I don't miss anything. I'm like Heimdall. I see all. What's VR? Is that virtual reality? Is that what you stream?
Yeah.
How do you stream that?
Fuck.
Bunny,
That's the most boomery thing you've said,
there's
mate.
no. Okay, Boomer. There's no need to. There's no. I don't give you song requests, Green Boy, because you haven't spent the required points yet, mate. People don't just get free songs, you know. You got to spend points for it.
I'm saving mine up for Wednesday celebration.
Celebrate good times. I also have made a point of not doing anything for Ben's fucking housemates, so you're shit out of luck there, mate. How do you stream virtual reality? Oh wow, that's fucking awesome. The whole of Bohemian Rhapsody. I reckon I could do that, you know. I reckon I could. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life has just begun, now I've got to throw it all away.
Dun dun.
Mama, ooh, anyway the wind blows, I don't wanna die. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Great song. I'm gonna fucking... Oh, that would be fun. I have never seen anyone do anything in virtual reality other than there was an episode of Community that featured a virtual reality thing that was quite obviously just an absolute fucking waste of time and very amusing.
Wait, you've never played in it?
Nah,
Oh, it's fucking fun.
too old for that shit, mate.
No, you're not. You're not. Let me tell you, there's this game, Star Wars Squadrons. Imagine sitting in an X-wing and flying it.
Alright, I'm in.
It's
Sign me the fuck
seriously-
up. Where do I start?
Uh,
Just tell me what I need to buy. I'm buying it all.
you need just the cheapest you can get, probably an Oculus Rift S headset. If they still even fucking make them, I'm pretty sure they do. That's what we've got anyway. And then Steam, and then a $40 game.
How much is the Oculus headset?
You can get the Quest 2 on Amazon, I think, for like 400.
I'm back out.
Bucks.
I'm back out.
I'll tell you what, that $400 is worth flying in next week.
Is that the sort of shit? That look, I'm going to diverge slightly here, so I apologise if I offend anyone. But is that the sort of stuff that you see on pornographical websites where they do virtual reality pornographic films? Is that the same sort of gear?
I have no idea.
I'm back in.
but-
I'm back in.
I imagine it is, yes.
Where do I sign up? I'm back in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm back out. I don't need that shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh dear. Goodbye, everybody.
You can get one of those $2 pieces of cardboard that you get the Google cardboard, whatever it is.
Gonna leave you all behind and
If you just want to experience that, that's the easier part.
Mama.
But VR is fucking great.
Naturally, I just... You got a shoulder injury from that?
Yeah, there's a game called Beat Saber where you've got like fucking lightsabers. It's like a musical rhythm game. And you've got lightsabers. And you're just slicing these blocks that are flying right at your face. And she went a bit too hard and fucking threw her whole arm out. And it's been like that for 12 months. And then we went
Excellent.
to a concert that fucked it even more. But yeah.
Excellent. Look, Joel Paul, what can I say, mate? I'm a simple man with simple tastes. Hey, where are you from in New Zealand, Bunny?
Hawke's Bay.
I don't fucking know where that is.
It's close to
Nepia.
close to the Shire.
Oh yeah, nice. In my job, I work with a lot of Kiwis. We have a lot of Kiwi workers. So kia ora to you, mate.
Let's type it North Island. There you go.
Oh yeah, cool. I don't wanna die.
Don't we all?
I had this really weird thing about, I don't know, 18 months ago, right, where I just was absolutely petrified of dying. Like, I felt my mortality very, very keenly. And I do not know where it came from, but I was scared to get on an aeroplane. I was scared to get into elevators. I was scared to drive my car for a long time. G'day, In Motion. That's Ben X. Layton, fellow painter from Australia. And it was just the most bizarre time. Like, I was talking to my missus about it, and I was like, I don't know, maybe it's related to my age, like, because I just turned 36 or something, and I just felt like I had so much shit left I wanted to do in my life, and I didn't want to miss out on the opportunities of doing it. It was a bizarre time, man. It was a bizarre time. I feel totally fine now, and don't have any of those problems with any of those things, although I haven't been on a plane for about 18 months, so who knows how that'll go, but I feel like it'll be okay.
No, I know exactly what you mean. That happened to me, but at 24.
Exactly, Wes. I was like, fuck, man. What happens if I fucking die and I don't get to see all of the new Marvel movies? What about all these models? And I said to my girlfriend, I've got so many cool models I want to paint. No, I was 36 a few years ago. I'm 38. I turned 38 this year a few months ago. So could say I'm in the prime of my life. I wouldn't say that. I need to drop about 20 keggers. Then I'd be in the prime of my life.
I know exactly what you mean though, mate. I had the exact same thing happen. Exact same thing. Still pops up here and there, and it's weird when it does too, because it's such a fucking weird thing to think about. But yeah, it's odd. It's very odd. I got this situation when I was driving, and then paralyzed from the tits up. What? But I got this fear when I was driving, especially when I was out on the freeway, and I've got a piece of shit car. My car cost me $65, so keep that in mind. And then I was just going like 100 or whatever it was, and then I became hyper aware that I'm in this fucking shitty piece of metal flying, and then I was like, oh god, I'd just die if anything hits this. And yeah, it was awful. Like,
I pay that a lot.
that's very good. Yeah.
That's very funny.
Yeah, this is my Make-A-Wish stream frog. Fuck, that's good. That's funny. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It was fucking weird, man.
Oh well. Good on you, Esdane, if you're getting in there. If your legs aren't working, you're getting into virtual reality stuff. What's that like? Is that a good thing for you, do you reckon? Like, is that positive stuff when you, like, do you pretend like you can walk and stuff? Sorry if I'm offensive. I just say things that come into my brain. I don't mean to be offensive. Sometimes I do when I'm talking to people that I know.
Oh yeah, I think everyone had that during that Corona period where they had a fucking cold. 100%.
I think yeah, I think the weirdest thing for me, like I drive. Some days I drive for like 4 to 6 hours for my job.
Fuck, 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah, some days.
Like just around Brisbane, or you have to travel
Yeah.
state? That's far.
I've had to travel out to Toowoomba and down to Lismore and Ballina and some other places, which are
Fuck, that's
about
far.
2 hours away. So drive there and back. Um, but you get used to it, right? Like I like driving because I just get to listen to audiobooks and
Yeah.
shit like that. So it's fine. But then all of a sudden I just started being petrified of going on long drives. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to crash and die.
Yeah.
No, I think Benny is painting, mate.
I am. I'm painting what's his name?
Lord of
Blight
Blights. Lord of
Yeah,
Blights.
that's it. Lord of Blights.
I do not have the technological capability to get Ben's camera on my stream. I don't even know if that's possible, but
You know what? I'll just post a picture in the chat so you can have a look. Be kind though. I'm a delicate flower.
tear him to fucking pieces.
Do this. Oh wait, here we go. How good's audiobooks when you're driving?
Oh man, my problem is I go through too many of them.
Yeah, I've got Audible, and I hate waiting for my credit. It does my head in. There we go. There's a picture. I'm painting this Blight Lord dude. Trying to be real colourful because most of my stuff, I looked at it in my cabinet. It's all fucking brown.
I've got no idea what triggered mine was. I'm really not sure. I haven't even looked at it yet, Benny.
That's all right. You don't have to, mate.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you, Emotion. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying something a bit different. I haven't painted skin with all these sort of colours in it, so just finished up the front. I think the front's all done. Oh, except for the top of the wooden thing. And then the back, I've done like a sort of object source lighting thing that I'm gonna start on now. Yeah, I'm just taking my time with him, enjoying painting something slow. Oh, shut up, you, honey bunny.
Ladies love it when you take it slow, Benny. Oh yeah. Oh yes, very interesting. Let's have a look at it on the stream, shall we? Let's just bring that picture up on here, if we don't mind. A little bit of this gear. Boom, 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 bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Alright. Here's what I think, Ben.
Yeah, go on.
The colours are great, but I feel like you're lacking a consistent lighting. Maybe that's because you're trying to do pink bits on green skin, but it needs to be more value shift on the top of the booticles, underneath the leather strap, to reinforce that those are the highest value point. Because at the moment, you see how they dive into pink on those high things?
Yeah. No, so, actually, it's a good call.
Yeah. Possibly the same required for the metal, the green, where your highlight should be alongside the line of the metal. And the same goes for the green bit at the top. There should be a line around the top of the rim of the green bit. But I do like the metal a lot, and I do like the colours a lot. It's very neat.
Thanks, mate. No, that's good. Yeah, I've got to do a bit more of the shading under his titty flap there. But appreciate it, man. It's been fun.
It has.
Yeah, I didn't really. Now that you actually mention that, while I've been painting this, haven't thought of a light source at all for this entire time.
Very often that's the case when you paint Games Workshop figures. You don't think about it because they're so easy to paint. Like so many cool volumes and stuff.
Yeah, I've just been really carried away in the motions of it with this guy actually. I think that's now that you've mentioned, that's the first time I've thought about it consciously. But I've just the same thing. I was just kind of like, oh yeah, fuck, he's got a sick helmet. Let's just make that look cool. And then it just kept happening like that. But no, that's good. I might do a few more of these minis too. I did the Blight Kings a while back, a couple of years.
They're fun.
I'd like to do those again. I want to do like a sort of sea monster kind of aesthetic to them.
I did a whole army of Nurgle.
Oh, the stuff looks cool. The only thing I don't like though is their little troops.
The little dudes, yeah.
Yeah.
They're old school, bad models, but I'd replace them with different ones. There's a 40k model called a Poxwalker.
I know that. It's like a weird
mine.
zombie looking thing.
Yeah, I just converted all mine out of those.
Fuck, see, that's a good idea.
It's the way to go, mate. The way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, they look so, like these guys, this dude looks fucking sick, and then there's those weird little goblin things that just didn't match up well in my head. I don't know, I didn't really like it. But,
Mittens, I did indeed
it.
finish Shovel Guy, yes. Let me show you the Shovel King. God gave him a gift. He shovels well. Shovel Guy! Here's Shovel Guy. Hiya! That's Shovel Guy's best angle, probably. Milky Dorky, welcome. It's a great name.
Yeah, I like the colours you've done on him. The green's really, really nice. Really nice.
Fun colour palettes.
I've got a question for you about your colour choices.
Go, mate.
Do you do yours on the fly, or is there any sort of pre-plan, or you just kind of look at it or decide as you're going through the painting with it?
There is no preliminary thought making, really. I will pick up the model and I will go, I would like to paint this colour. And then as it progresses, I add things, subtract things, so on.
Alright, yeah. Because this dude's helmet originally started brass for me. I tried doing some non-metallic metal brass, but it just looked real shit with the skin. So I got rid of that real quick. But interesting.
But Colwell doesn't do it that way.
Oh no.
Philantro Pizza, hey!
I don't think I gotta paint I can't put too much thought into it. Because it's the last two models I've tried, or busts I've tried to do that on, it's paralysed the painting process a bit for me. And I've ended up sort of second guessing myself massively with it. Like that fucking demon chick that I did 17 times.
Yeah, that was a very amusing time for me, watching you fuck that up.
That was a fucking emotional roller coaster for me. And also, the pressure, I've got Bunny behind me just crushing it in 4 hours.
Let's give this guy blonde hair. I haven't done blonde hair in a while. Blonde hair. Let's start with this as a base colour, actually.
He does look like he'd have blonde hair.
Yeah, he's a ponce. A foppish ponce.
What a name. Great character. Fuck, I wish I could get that box set now. But I don't want to pay the arse out for it.
Yeah, I think you can still get it some places, but yeah, it's a lost cause now probably.
Yeah, yeah. Not too late.
It's too late to apologize. Me, like Benny's or like his. Yeah, I could rock a beard like that, I reckon.
Yeah, we'll swap. I'll take the hair and you can take the beard.
Not talking about yours. Mickey Dorky! Welcome to Party Monday! It's been fucking raid fest tonight, hasn't it?
Holy shit, yeah. What's this, like 5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to the stream! Tonight I'm painting some models from Curse City. I'm having a ripping good time. How are you? How was your stream? I've been cursed by the Nino Compadrito! Let me show you a couple of the models I've painted for Curse City. Thank you, mate. This is... I'll just grab some of the models I've done. There's Mickey Dorky and Dorky Mickey. That's amazing. I love that.
Oh shit, that is too.
So I've just been painting Curse City in the last 2 weeks, so it's going pretty well. I've got 6 models to go. Thank you. Here, I'm just going to show you a very brief video, just one short video that'll just show you what I do normally. It's just very quick, won't take long. Here you go. Here's a little video for you. Ben, get out of the way.
Fuck, that's even worse. That might be his finest piece of work yet. It's alright, chat. What do you reckon?
Thanks, mate.
It's alright.
Italian football supporters! It's coming Rome, it's coming Rome.
Oh, Ben sits around table. Fuck. Frog, you've been on fire tonight with the insults. Very good.
See you, Jim. Thanks, buddy. Sorry, Esdane. I'm very sorry.
How's your Jim?
It's been one of the first times that I haven't been like, I really just can't wait to watch England lose again. I would have been happy for them to win. Very good culture in the team. I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the next few years. How the fuck does one paint a mirror? You know what? I have no fucking idea.
Oh, mate. I'm an expert. You're lucky. You're in good company tonight, friend.
I wouldn't go that far.
You won't find another Aussie painter that looks like a potato and paints like one too. So I'd say you're in pretty good company.
True. I should try and get Colwell on to do this. He'd have a good time.
You
I
should.
think.
You should. Definitely. I reckon he'd be up for it. I got him to join the Discord.
Problem
I
is,
did believe
he's not
that.
much of a nighttime painter. He's more of a daytime painter. He likes painting during the day.
He's fucking up early.
Yeah.
Frog, I wouldn't know what it's like going to a barber. I've never had that experience.
I have. Go every month. It's
You
great.
got hair. God, I miss my hair. Fuck. This is the worst going bald so young. I had such potential.
I wish I could say that I was sympathetic or empathetic or any pathetic, but no.
No, no one is. Everyone thinks it's the best joke.
It is the best joke.
Dude, it happened at 19, and my friends ripped on me.
Yeah.
I had it was like a little island in the sea at the top of my head. Awful. Awful. Thank good. The good thing about Bunny is she's shorter than me, so she never saw it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's lucky, at least you're tall, right?
Yeah, well, not really, but, you know, I'm pretty... Actually, I'm not that... I don't know how tall I am, actually, but I'm not tall.
How tall is he, Bunny?
You're like 5'2"?
5'6", 5'7", she reckons.
Wow, piss weak.
See, there's a reason I like dwarfs.
Well, I'm 5 foot.
You're 5 foot, yeah, that's because you're from...
Are you 5 foot?
She's 5 foot, man. She's a hobbit.
You midget. My girlfriend's always like, she's 5'4", I think, or 5'2", and she's like, I'm average height, you know. I'm average height. She's always telling me that she's fucking average height for a female, and I'm like, you look like a midget to me. She's like, that's because you're a giant. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm like, okay, midget.
What was it? I'm only like a couple of inches off being classified as a dwarf.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. She's very tall, then. She's probably up to your kneecap.
Well, we've blasted through this guy. This has been an absolute. This has been a lightning paint job. So.
Like, he's looking good. Good choice. Good choice. You know, you're not a bad painter, then, eh?
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it's because I didn't told you that. You're not that bad.
Not that I can recall. Most people think I'm shithouse. Yeah, this has been an exercise in some different ways of building up colour.
Yeah, it actually turned out really good.
So yeah, you can get really good effects, and this is mostly contrast paints and like translucent paints. You can get some really interesting effects with them. You don't have to use traditional painting methods, particularly for gaming pieces like this. Don't have to layer everything like fucking crazy guy.
You know. Did you get that latest Spirit Bus, the Troglodyte? Not really your thing.
I've gone through this weird period with Spirit Busts where I haven't got the last few.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you haven't said anything about it.
No, I don't know what it is. I was chatting to Gav about it, and I said I love the guy's sculpting. Like he's a fucking absolute star, but I don't always resonate with the topics he chooses.
Yeah.
I'm really keen on. Thanks, Esdane. Thanks for the raid, mate. I'm really keen on painting, fantasy models, archetypes, wizards, dragons, that sort of stuff. That's the stuff that gets me enthusiastic about miniature painting, right? So.
Yeah.
And recently his stuff that he's been doing hasn't really fallen into that niche. It's been more of the, I don't know, like the father-son or the weird sort of other styles. And technically I can appreciate the skill.
Yeah.
But it's not something I'm excited about painting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I thought I felt the same way about the Seven Dwarfs. I was like, it's not really action oriented enough for me, but in the end, I think the challenge of painting that is really appealing to me. So I'm gonna get a copy of that. But yeah, the Troglodyte and Mandalorian and the other ones have just been like, not that keen on painting it. I don't think.
Yeah. I think my favourite that I've done this year was the Little Dwarf Miner. I really like that one.
The Dwarf Miner's great.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot. And
Dude
then
on the
the
Sheep's great.
Goblin on the big squig thing, that was pretty good.
Yeah, so I would just like to see him do more of the fantasy archetypes that he's done in the past.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
But
the
do whatever you want, Lucas. Don't listen to me. Fuck. You know.
The Mean Tweets sculpt was my favourite. I think the tree. I love
Tree
that.
was good. Yeah, tree was good.
And the Seven Dwarfs was interesting. That piece, really tough.
Mm.
I had a lot of fun with the skin tones, but I'm like just actually attempting to do them from the norm. But overall, I don't really like my version at all.
I thought your version was really good, and then about 3 people released versions that shadow over yours. So
Yeah, look, that was my thing when I was fast. I was like, "Fuck yes, look at me go!" And then Ben Comitz did the fucking shadows from the window on his, and I was like, "Well, fuck me, I may as well delete this." But now it's good. It was the clothing actually is my least favorite part on mine. All my clothing.
I think your version's better than Colwell's though. Like,
oh, that's high praise. I don't. That feels weird from you.
I've said this to Colwell. It doesn't look alive. It looks like it was painted by a robot. You know.
I was very surprised with his because he sent me some like whip photos from it.
Yeah.
And I like we're talking back and forth, and I thought this was going to be months to go, and then 2 days later he's like, "Yep, done."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh shit, that didn't expect that. Like, it just didn't seem like all of his other sort of stuff to me."
Yeah.
With it a bit, it was weird. But I still the shadows that he pulled off. I don't know how he does that. It's it's so crazy good, the lighting stuff that he pulls off. It's just very technical that I just really can't be bothered trying to think about.
Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I think I might do 1 or 2 more bits and then I will call it a night, stream friends. Got a big day for Hugo tomorrow. Got to drop him at daycare.
I'll see with you tonight.
No, he's not with me. I go pick him
yeah.
up from my girlfriend and then drop him there.
Yeah. That's the best that you got the dog cake.
Yeah. He's gonna fucking destroy it too. He just eats like a crazy guy.
Oh yeah, I was the exact same, man.
Blood
You'd
dog.
think we've never fed the animal in our life.
Oh, we had Mexican night the other night, and there was so much food, and I just kept sneaking him chips and stuff. Right, don't tell his mum, but but I swear I gave him like fucking 5 chips or whatever, and the little fucker was just like desperate for anything. He's like, oh please, if I don't have something, I'm gonna fucking die. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Calm down, you little dickhead. You got food
Yeah.
over in your bowl, mate. I don't want that food, I only want mine.
That is the exact same as ours. Like we dropped a chip once on the floor, and then it was just like crack, and his little pug eyes go fucking huge, and he's just staring into your soul. He's like, "Please, anything for that taste of that soccer ball." It's so funny.
Give me some of that tasty treat. G'day, pun expected. Claudio von Alphen. Alright, let's do some rapid fire gold and then we'll call it a day. Rapid fire gold.
Dude, he came together quick as. About an hour and a bit.
Yeah.
Ah, that's alright.
Yes, it is alright. Alright, alright, alright.
You did actually put on it.
Yeah, man, I got a tie on. I came out for party Monday.
Mate, you got to have a tie on. It's Party Monday. Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah. I had to find it and remember how to fucking tie it. But I'm here, I performed.
Dance, monkey, dance. It is a handsome looking fella, you're right. That I'm painting, not that's on the screen.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure they are talking about the person to the left there.
Yeah, pretty sure you are on a lot of drugs, son.
Wait, I'm pure. I'm pure.
Rapid fire gold.
Oh, the jacket. I looked down, I was wondering what you're painting. Is that fur on the sleeve?
Yeah. He's a rich boy, and he's
Yeah,
gone
he
too
is.
far. You know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl.
How much radio music do you listen to? I gotta
Don't
know.
don't you know that it's wrong? Not that much. Take what he's giving you. I just have a really weird memory where I remember songs and directions and stuff. Like if I go somewhere once, I can remember it.
Ah, that's a good memory to have.
Really good at numbers. I'm really good at song lyrics. I'm really good at names, paint colours, miniature manufacturers. I can remember all that shit really, really well.
Wow.
Can't remember my mum and dad's birthday to save my life.
Man, I don't even know my mobile number.
Every time I would go to Pet Barn, the lady's like, "Oh, what's your mobile number?" And my girlfriend's like, "I don't know what my mobile number is."
That's me too, and it's a pet barn as well. Because they're like, oh yeah, you got your food rewards for frequent eating. Check your vouchers, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't remember. And then it's Bunny's number half the time too, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know what that is either.
So I just tell them, because I'm the man. My man.
I just explain. I'm like, I'm one of those people that doesn't know their own mobile number.
I'd be like, you do look like one of those people, actually.
Yeah, definitely. With these speed dealers on though, I look pretty fucking tough. Let's be real. If you see me from a distance, you'll think that's a very small, angry man.
People probably wouldn't see you from a distance very often, though, would they?
No, you got to go outside for that. So no, not really. No.
So you're hard to see from far away.
Oh, I don't know. I've got a bit of a shiny spot on the top of my head. Seems to catch the sunlight pretty well. It's like this bright fucking sheen.
Alright. Glory of an Alton. Just do my little yellow, Nasdaq yellow over the gold. And we're almost ready to fucking let it glow. Let it glow. Let it glow.
Oh, very nice.
Can't hold it back anymore.
Oh, you missed that mirror, mate.
Yeah, I said almost ready. I didn't say we were ready. Well, that is an exercise in rapid techniques right there, friends. Boom, boom, boom. Get it done. Do his little eyeballs. What should I paint in the mirror? My little Deno face. That'd be quite cool.
That would actually be very good.
Green boy, don't think you can just whack out some compliments and get back in the good books, mate. Oh, fuck, Deno, you're so great. Please don't ban me. Get fucked. Come on, you fuck.
Beautiful, Ben. Fucking beautiful.
That's nice of him to say that to your bunny, isn't it? Alright. Boom. Shut the gate. Alright, friends, thanks for joining us, both of us, on tonight's stream. How been? That was fun.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Yeah, bloody good. Bloody good effort. Let's go find ourselves some people to raid. Who can we find? Yes, Whiskey King, I don't mind a little bit of brush licking myself. Just a little... Get that in there. Give it a little... How's your dad? Job done. Alright, let's find out who we're going to raid. Well, we got Cesar, Brush for Hire, Art of Bianca, and Alchemist painting on my things. I do know how to pronounce Alchemist, but every time I see the word Alchemist, I just want to call it Alchemist. So, let's have a look at the hobby room. Haven't seen them for a while. Oh, Harry's. There's a dude called Harry's Minis from Australia. Let's paint some minis. What are you doing, Harry? He's got 73 followers. He's from Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, local.
He's wearing bunny ears. What are you doing, champion?
Fuck.
Stop doing that.
Coming for my gig?
He's coming for Bunny's stream.
Should we go raid this chap because he's an Aussie?
Yeah, why not?
I think so. Let's do it. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Cheers, Frog. See you later, chat.
Yes, friends, thank you all for participating tonight. Yeah, Party Monday, yeah, good point. Could be wearing the ears for Party Monday. It is the aluminum, yes. And Flick, it's nearly 11 PM, mate. Thank you all for tonight. Raid! See ya.